Hello, Normans, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to a screen that says this game supports an autosave feature, which is wonderful. This game is... I don't care about any of this stuff. This game is the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney trilogy because I haven't had enough of Ace Attorney. Catchy theme. But yes. Here in the chat with me is Midorikawa. It has been a little while since she's been here. Say hello, Midori.
Hola.
And Dawning is in the chat for the moment, so that's fine. Let's see. We'll start by looking at options. Alright, audio, gameplay, vibration, screen flashes, subtitles, text skip, text box transparency, that makes sense. Turn this on to enable story mode in place of auto... What? What does this do? Oh! Wait, so I can just put this in story mode, and I basically don't have to do anything. Oh, this is brilliant. I can play a game without playing a game.
That sounds boring.
Alright, Midori says that sounds boring, Dawning says that sounds lame. What is consultation? Turn this on to enable consultations during trial segments. Feature is only available in DD and SOJ, it's not available in AJAA. Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice, I think? I'm guessing that the first game is just the first one. Oh, hello, MCH. Thank you for good luck. But if I use story mode, I won't have to have good luck. Also, how's the voice to audio, right? Is the game audio too loud? Should I turn that down a bit? Somebody tell me, because I can't listen to the thing until after the stream is over. Like, can you all hear me well enough? I mean, I don't want to know about anything. Look, I'm done. I'm done with Phoenix the Noodleman. He's a jerk. Okay, good. First thing when starting a new game is always try to make sure that your audio is balanced properly. Alright, Dawning says I have to put in effort, which sucks. So, let's put in some effort and get the game started. Hello, Snowy! That means he's enough. Oh god! I did see a Phoenix Noodleman! But I can skip episode... I can skip episodes and go straight to wherever the heck I want to. Well, this is fun. Look at all of these fancy animations. What the heck is... Who the heck is that? This is hilarious. There's 5 episodes and a special episode. What's this last one? Oh. God, no. Alright, we have a little goblin knows best. Dawning is in Twitch chat, but Midori is here. So I don't know how you're going to want to hash these out.
Reclaim Kristoff.
What about Kristoff? Oh, no, I meant
I don't know.
the little goblin knows best. Dawning
Oh.
is ceding that to you because you're in voice chat. So now you should be able to take a look at the various channel point rewards that I have. I did add a few. While you're looking, though, I am going to start a new game.
Foxnix Pasta Boy?
Phoenix Pasta Boy. So
What?
in case 3-3 with the restaurant, turnabout Trump, okay. There was the guy who was pretending to be Phoenix Wright. So I gave him a stupid Russian accent like an imposter.
Who's your A? What?
That's
Tell me it's Canadian accent.
The Canadian accent was fun.
And take that is...
Take that as presenting bad evidence.
Okay, well that's useless right now. Why are you doing that right now, Dawning? There's nothing we can really make him know at this moment.
No, it's Snowy that redeemed 3 of them.
Oh, Snowy redeemed it. Why is he making you do it when you haven't even started the game?
Because it's funny and because you could still make me flip the game upside down, or do stupid voices, or beat tsundere for people I'd rather not beat tsundere for.
I think we're gonna have to go with the tsundere.
No.
Gosh. How many he redeemed? 3?
3. He tends to redeem these in 3s.
Alright, I guess we'll just start with making you do it upside down.
Alright, that I can do. That's
Snipper Whapper.
That's
Is
old
that
bag.
Old bag?
That is old bag, yeah. That's an old one.
Oh no. Well, it's still here.
Yeah, well, old as in, I've had it for a while. How the hell did I turn that upside down? God, it's been so long since I've had to do this, I've actually forgotten how I flipped that upside down. No, you're not wrong, Snowy. Having multiple of these at once is in fact chaotic. Alright, so what 3 are you deciding on? You got the upside down.
Okay. Do old bag's voice.
Alright.
And I guess lose your glasses.
Well, that's a classic combination right there. And we're just getting started there, Snipper Whappers. I need to get my tea out of the way so I don't accidentally scald myself while I'm leaning into this computer. Otherwise, that's going to be very bad for me. Well, now, we all know the best character, aka Old Bag, is absolutely going to be in this game. So, I missed most of what happened in the intro because I was talking to Midori, but for some reason it looks like we're dealing with April 2nd, 937 Ma, District Court, Defendant Lobby, no 3s, but there might be an S as in the S on my wrist. Panicked. Sounds sweaty. I can admit it. I'm nervous.
Good morning.
Who's this stupid furful muncher here? Hey, good morning, sir.
You look tense, Justice. Wound up tight?
I'm Old Bag. I'm always wound up tight. Of course. Wait a minute. No. I'm loose. I'm fine.
That screeching noise, is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected.
Yes, I sound like an old bag. What of it?
Your first trial and it's a homicide? I guess justice tends to start small, eh?
Justice never starts small, you stupid snipper whapper. I'm fine, though. I got up at 5 a.m. to do my... What? This is supposed to be my chords of silver? No, this is my stupid snipper wapper voice workout. I'm perfectly fine.
Ah, that explains it. Detect a certain rasping quality to your screech.
What? There's no rasping here. What are you saying, you stupid snipper wapper? Ahem. I may have overdone it again.
As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift.
I'm pretty sure this is a conflict of interest. Who the heck are you anyway? What happened to this Phoenix Noodleman? Did he finally retire and become a Noodleman?
Yes.
Well, it's about time. Drift gotten, sir. I'm all over that drift.
As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through.
So if you dined with him the night of the murder, you must know that he didn't do it.
I think you're defending him.
Well, yeah, but then if you were with him, he's got an airtight alibi.
Well, obviously, I wasn't with him the whole time.
But okay, yes, I understand.
One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the purpose of that. Why is it bad to keep telling people I'm fine?
Anyways, I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client.
Oh boy, I wonder who this stupid client's gonna be. Probably some stupid furful muncher that just got himself in trouble for no good reason. Has it been 5 minutes yet? I can't tell. I can never read my watch when I got my glasses off.
Don't ask me. My stream has been... I just got it playing.
Oh boy, that's fun. So I gotta introduce myself to the client. I should also probably check my court record. I'm gonna check my court record first. What have I got? I've got an attorney's badge. How long did I yearn for one of these? Yeah, just putting it on makes me feel ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Like that SpongeBob fella. Smith's autopsy report. The time of death was around 2 a.m. April 17th. Death caused by single blow to the forehead, I think. And this is some kind of picture or other that I just can't see because I'm blind as a old bag. Here's an empty whiskey bottle there, though. I'm pretty sure that's an empty whiskey bottle anyway. But alright, I'm pretty sure it's been more than 5 minutes. I'm gonna flip everything upside, right side down, and who's on first and what's on second. Because I want to know who our client is. Dawning, who's our client?
It was pretty accurate, that voice with those beginning lines, though.
Was that why you did the old bag voice, or no?
No, that was just coincidence.
Well, good on you for choosing an appropriate voice. Alright, court record. Can I also go to profiles? Oh yeah, I think I can. Christoph Gavin, boss at Gavin Law Offices, a first-rate defense attorney and my trusted mentor. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Looks like some weird hobo. My first client, just standing in front of this guy makes me nervous. Shady Smith, the victim in this case, a traveler only recently back in country. Huh. But alright. My name is Appalling Justice, or Apollo Justice, one of the above. If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney. And today is my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything. The defendant has been accused of murder. My boss wants to help him out, of course, and so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him. No way.
He don't look suspicious at all.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't look suspicious. What kind of voice should I give this bumbling hobo person?
A bumbling hobo voice.
I don't think I have one of those. Or at least I don't know what...
Make him sound drunk.
Maybe he is. Is he a drunk? There was that empty bottle of whiskey.
I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played.
Would explain
I
why...
remember the ending of this case. Do a Noodleman voice.
A Noodleman voice? So, like, give him my Phoenix voice?
Yeah.
But that's just my regular old voice.
Oh, maybe Apollo needs a more unique voice. I don't know.
Same voices. What do you mean the same voice is... Oh, no. Oh, no. Is this who I think it is?
It's a homo. A hobo.
Well, according to some people with the shippers, he might be a homo, too. I personally think the one for him was Iris. But you know what? He deserves to have gone way the fuck downhill for leaving her to rot in jail. If this is the Noodleman. ... Whoa! ... Good morning. ... Boy, he's very talkative. ... Morning. It's all up to you today. First trial, nervous. Meeting him, cardiac arrest. Lovely. I'm having a heart attack.
911.
Yeah, 911, what's your emergency? I met my client and he gave me a heart attack.
Sure it's not just love?
No. No. I think I'm supposed to say something. Help? So, you're... Fine. I'm fine. Ah, Mr. Fine. As perceptive as ever, Phoenix. As perceptive as ever. Or he's being a smartass. It could theoretically be one or the other. I did remember you having an odd name. F-I-N-E is for J-U-S-T-I-S-E. Justice is, in fact, odd. Well, we're off to a great start. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me? ... Mr. Gavin is a top-notch defense attorney. And he's your friend, so why... You'll see. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is 2 games in a row where Phoenix is the defendant in the first trial, isn't it?
Well,
That's kind of amusing.
No.
You...
wait. Was he the defendant in the first trial of the third game, or was it the second game?
No, the first trial of the third game. That was the one with Dahlia Hawthorne, where she was trying to get him convicted of murdering, what's his name, Doug Swallows.
Okay, I'm just misremembering then.
No. Game 3 was the one with the lovely Dahlia Hawthorne. You can't fool me.
No, I said I'm misremembering.
Yeah, no. I remember everything, including the fact... Oh, I know why Phoenix went downhill so much. He actually did try to bring her back from the dead and fix her. Probably failed. But that
Sure, let's go with that.
that likely would have resulted in him getting stabbed, so I don't think he'd be the defendant, I think he'd be the victim. Oh well, we'll get there. You can do it. Be confident. I'm really sorry this happened to you. Alright, I'm used to it. This is not exactly the first or even second time I've been accused of murder. It's time, shall we? Yes, sir. Okay, I need to focus. First trial, here comes justice. April 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Which judge are we dealing with here? Oh, hey! Is that Winston Payne again? The court is now in session. You're looking as bald and bearded as ever, Judge. Good to see you again. Yeah, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is, fine. I mean ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank. Don't panic. Heck, too late. Your name was Mr. Justice. I suppose with a last name like that, you had very little choice but to go into a career in law. And this is your first trial. Yes, Your Honor. But I'm fine. Really. Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strained. Mr. Gavin.
Yes, Your Honor.
I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case.
That was my intention, yes. However, a defense attorney must always see to his client's wishes, and my client specifically requested Mr. Justice.
Oh, so Phoenix is absolutely insane, as he always has been. Gotcha.
This ain't a gotcha game.
No. It's a game where they're trying to get you by asking stupid questions. Anyway, well, of course he wants justice. But to entrust his case to this greenhorn? Why? I do not exaggerate when I say you're... Okay, who the fuck is this Gavin fellow, and where the fuck did he come from? And where the fuck was he during the original trilogy?
He's Apollo's mentor.
Yes.
Did you read the profile?
I did.
Okay, so Apollo didn't appear during the original trilogy.
Yeah, but, like, it was pretty abundantly clear that after Grossberg retired, there were no other defense attorneys. So where did this guy spring from? Well, okay, question number A, which I'm sure we'll get to at some point. How many years has it been since Ace Attorney 3?
That's a good question. You're also assuming that Gavin lived in Japanifornia or whatever. I forgot the nickname that people give.
Japanifornia is correct.
Yeah. After.
But, I mean, I suppose it's possible he pulled something like a Franziska von Karma and swooped in with a, you know, from another country. Or maybe he was a prosecutor and pulled a reverse Godot.
7 years.
Okay, maybe he's a hotshot who graduated somewhere in that time. That's also believable.
I mean, yeah, he is hot.
He's not what I was talking about. I think the profiles say that he's 32. Yeah, so 7 years ago, he would have been 25. Fawcett Gavin Law Offices. And then now we have Winston Payne, who's 61 now. Prosecuting attorney, for all his experience, he lacks a certain presence. That is entirely the point, yes. But this is fascinating, because this guy, again, seemingly came out of nowhere. Because Phoenix would have also been about 25, 7 years ago, or somewhere in that area.
I mean, he could have also been a prosecutor and just switched.
Yeah, that's what I said. He might have pulled a reverse Godo. We definitely didn't meet all of the prosecutors in the prosecutor's office.
Honestly, I think you're just thinking too hard on it.
Well, the reason that I say this is because the judge is calling him the best defense attorney in town. That's kind of what's triggering this for me, because Phoenix Wright had that reputation when last we left in...
yeah, but that was 7 years ago.
It was.
Honestly,
a lot can happen.
Phoenix is not... He's not a defense attorney anymore.
You're right. He finally stepped down and became a noodleman, or, I guess, a hobo. The hobo noodleman. Sure. Alright, I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin. Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine, but does he have cords of steel? Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. Dot, dot, dot. This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances. Long time no see, Mr. Wright. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? Why has he got a beanie that says Papa?
You'll find out.
Was LG lying to me?
What? What'd he say?
LG said that after Ace Attorney 3, we never see Iris again. And she's just basically languishing in jail, and this is why I hate Phoenix Noodleman. But if Phoenix is a dad, is Iris the mother?
There's more than one way to have children.
I mean, you're not incorrect. But, like, he's obviously a dad because that beanie says Papa.
Yeah.
Or he's a potato.
There's one way to have children.
He might be a potato. Because I'm pretty sure Papa is potato in Spanish.
Yeah, totally.
But alright, so this is in fact Hobo Phoenix. I think somebody mentioned his existence to me. I just didn't think they were being literal. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player. Mr. Wright, how could this have happened? I won't speak of it further, then. If the prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges. Mr. Payne. To think, I saw you enter this room a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains. Ah, Winston Payne. Subtle as ever, I see. Ahem. The crime occurred at the Borscht Bowl Club, a Russian restaurant, probably from that Phoenix Pasta Boy, or aka Sergio Tigre, the imposter Phoenix Wright that we saw in Case 3-3. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and he hit him, wham, on the head, smack, killed him cold. A customer at the restaurant, you say? And the defendant, you say he was the pianist for the club, it seems. Phoenix Wright, a pianist? He literally did say that he's Phoenix Wright piano player.
Probably sucks.
Maybe. This is the weapon that took the victim's life. A bottle of quote-unquote grape juice. Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice.
Well, gee, is it drunk?
Yeah, he might be. The court accepts the deadly bottle as evidence. Deadly bottle added to the court record. Grape juice bottle used as the murder weapon bears defendant Mr. Wright's prints. That makes sense. Midori, you have a line.
Sorry, the examination of it was in the way. Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filed in the court record. Make a practice of checking it frequently.
The court record. Yes, I know exactly what that is. I've been checking it frequently already. I'm gonna check it again, just in case. Oh, right, I didn't actually see the photo properly. The sub-basement at the Borscht Bowl Club. Interesting. Very interesting. I also note that this is crime photo 1. Alright, I have examined the court record.
Use R to look at the evidence so far. I'm confident in your ability to handle this. No, I'm not.
Right, just use R. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action. So, the victim was a customer at this restaurant. But just who was this, Shady Smith fellow? Sounds rather shady to me. We believe he was a traveler, Your Honor. A traveler? Also, the improved graphics are amusing. Like, that expression on the judge is funny. According to his passport, he had been out of the country for a number of years. He had only returned to this country recently, though his place of residence is unclear. And he had some sort of connection with the defendant? That, too, is unclear at present, Your Honor. But we believe they first met at the Borscht Bowl Club on the night of the crime. If they had only just met, then why murder? An excellent question for once in your life, Your Honor. Perhaps the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing?
Is it just mirrored? Payne's hair get longer.
Payne's hair is in fact long. Well, that hair which Payne has gotten longer. He's still bald on top of his head.
Weird.
No, it just means that he's growing out what little hair he has left. It looks horrible.
It looks horrendous.
Yeah. At least I have a full head of hair, even if it's long and messy at the moment. I really do need to get a haircut before I go to Japan.
You get a haircut too, actually.
Anyway, that doesn't appear to have been the case. No, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean. And he's showing this photo. Obviously, it's a card game. As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime. Wait a second. Isn't poker gambling? That's a crime in and of itself. Since when do we give a fuck about any crimes that aren't murder? Okay, except larceny that one time that happened to also turn into murder. Indeed, it appears our defendant has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal.
Objection!
Okay.
It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim, yet it was only that. A game in the purest sense. A competition, Your Honor.
A competition?
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome. ...
Come again. You speak as stupidly as that Godo fellow. Except he was always referencing coffee. The cards on the table had blue backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present and impress women.
And he succeeded.
If you say so. That will be our first order of business here, then. Impressing women. Oh, wait, never mind. To find out more about this fatal game of cards. ... Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held the night of... Why would Phoenix lie? I assume I'm going to have to cross-examine him and press him on specific... He should know this is not... Like, this is pointless, but sure. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held the night of the crime. My pleasure. This is it, my first trial. Here goes nothing. Witness testimony. The competition. I am a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. So, you suck at everything you try. This is what I'm here. You should have retired and become a noodleman.
Told you he sucked.
I am a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play in the competition in there are the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is, a game, and our customers are happy. So I take it that as long as there's no actual money involved, it's not gambling, which is illegal. It's just meant to be like some kind of test of will or test of wits.
Apparently.
That's how I'm understanding
But yeah, I mean,
this.
technically, yeah, I mean, I could play poker without using money in it.
Yeah.
Not gambling.
Yeah. It would not be gambling in that particular instance. No, playing poker in and of itself would not be illegal. And strictly speaking, if this was the U.S., which it's not, gambling, at least in casinos or on cards, is also not illegal under specific circumstances. There might be some circumstance. Well, obviously you have to be of a certain age to gamble, but obviously
to be a
this is...
certain age, it's... Because, I mean, I think you can even bet on horse races and still not illegal. So it's like...
I think sports betting is or is not legal depending on which state you're in. Probably.
It might depend on how you do it as well.
Also true. But, like, we're not going to go too deep into this. Bottom line is there was no money at stake. It was just a game of cards and an attempt to battle a witch. Makes perfect sense to me. A pianist who can't play piano? Better than a defense attorney who can't defend. ... That's true. He was horrible at both of his jobs. Very well.
As though pain's any better, though.
You know, he was at one point known as the Rookie Killer for some stupid reason. Just because we see him lose perpetually doesn't mean he always loses. I mean, think about it this way, right? We see Franziska lose lose all the time. We see Lost as Edgeworth lose all the time. I don't think I've seen either of them ever win a single case. So by that logic, they're both absolute losers. But no, Franziska's not a loser, Lost as Edgeworth is.
Yeah, they actually show competence, is what I'm saying. But Payne has never shown to be competent at all.
Oh yeah, Dawning is right. We do see Payne get Maggie convicted. To be fair, that was against Phoenix Pasta Boy, who absolutely wanted her to get convicted. And yes,
Yeah.
Normans, the judge is still alive. Or maybe this is the Canadian Judge Derry, and he's just got a gray beard now.
Nah, that judge is immortal.
I know. But yeah, no, it's only 7 years later. Anyway, we're about to begin cross-examination. Right, Your Honor. My first cross-examination. Don't blow it.
Are you alright? You're sweating bullets.
Bullets? Where? Ducks.
It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy, too.
You're right. I need my cords of steel. My brain feels strained and raspy, sir.
You've watched me perform cross-examinations many times. Though you've never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher?
What to do? Should I ask Mr. Gavin for a refresher course in cross-examination? It's been a little while, so sure. Better safe than sorry, especially this early in the game. Fourth wall breaking. Yes, teach me. I know nothing.
Indeed. Your job, Justice, is to be mindful of the court record and the testimony. Look for the inconsistencies in the testimony with what the court record tells you. When you found an inconsistency, that's when you present the conflicting evidence from the court record with R.
I didn't hear anything strange at all in the testimony just now.
A good sign that you need to press the witness with L for more information.
Press him?
Yeah, just poke him.
Of course.
Don't let the fact that he's a remarkable man hold you back. Get more information. Christoph has it for right, apparently.
Was Phoenix his mentor?
I don't know. They're friends, apparently.
But we never saw, okay, don't get me wrong. This guy seems like an upgrade from the likes of Larry Butch and Kilometers Lost as Edgeworth. But, we've never seen him before now.
Yeah, I don't know.
And we know a decent bit about Phoenix's past.
It's a plot hole.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe we'll see him introduced in a future episode. This might be one of those ones where the cases are out of order chronologically. They've been doing this shit since case 2-1.
Sure. Anyways.
But isn't Mr. Wright my client?
Oh, think you can do it?
No, because thinking sets my head on fire. But yes, thank you, sir. I think I can do it.
I think you'd better, or we're going to have a problem. Just remember, find any inconsistencies, any lies in the testimony, and reveal them to the court.
So they're going with inconsistencies instead of contradictions now. They changed that translation. I don't know, Normans. I don't know. This is the mystery.
Oh, wow. This is a confusing script. Okay. Find any inconsistencies, any lies in testimony, and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it.
Inconsistencies, lies. Phoenix Wright? Sounds about right. Phoenix Wright has definitively lied on the stand before, and it's up to me to prove it. He might have retired. I wanted to retire as a defense attorney after dealing with all the shit I dealt with as Phoenix Wright. So maybe he did retire. But apparently not to become a noodleman. He became a piano player, and he can't fucking play piano. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Ooh, fancy. The competition. Press the buttons! Because this is never going to change. Hold it! You can hardly play. Oh, I play sometimes, when customers demand it. So I play them one song, that's usually all they want. Is that supposed to be a boast just now? The title of pianist is a mask, a respectable face I wear for the world at large. Your face doesn't look so respectable right now, Phoenix. Then why are you really at the Borscht Bowl Club? Okay, let's do this. They pay you just to play poker? That would seem to be the case. I am a professional after all. I'm sorry. Phoenix Wright and professional do not go together in any context. But okay. Do I detect pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hard-working member of society like me to imagine. Yes, your imagination was always limited, Winston.
He went the first name. That's mean.
What? I've played poker for 7 years in that little room. And I've never lost once. What?
Okay, now I'm just as confused as you about Christoph.
Yeah, she?
Phoenix has been playing there for 7 years, like...
And apparently that's the amount of time... I mean, I guess maybe he had to go drown his sorrows after the final case, but like, the whole point, the whole point of the final case of the Ace Attorney, the original Ace Attorney trilogy, was that Phoenix had finally hit his stride on his own as a defense attorney. He didn't have any beautiful women helping him.
Weird. I don't know.
If that was his last...
Maybe Christoph is just a customer there and that's how they became friends?
Maybe? I mean, it is possible Christoph heard of the legendary defense attorney Phoenix Wright, figured out what happened to him, and went to go see him for himself at the Borscht Bowl Club. I don't know. I assume most of these questions will be answered in future cases.
Yeah, ask Dawning that.
I'm guessing this is going to be the story arc that we see in this game in particular, right? It's going to be probably something about the fall of Phoenix Wright and the rise of Apollo Justice, right? What happened in the intervening 7 years? Why is Phoenix Noodleman now Phoenix Hoboman? Did he get a visit from Johnny the Hobo King?
Probably.
Do you even know who Johnny the Hobo King is?
Nope.
You haven't watched any of my Shadows Over Loathings streams then. Because he is in fact...
I've barely done anything.
Yeah, he is in fact a character from Shadows Over Loathing. He is the Hobo King. Anyway, what? You see why the customers come now. Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw. Wait, you've never lost once? Not even one time? I mean, he is a fucking master of bluffing. This we know. As I said, I am a professional. He's played poker for 7 years and not lost once. Is that even possible? I mean, if you only play 1 game per day, maybe. Or maybe not even 1 game per day. But I assume that he's played more often than that. Anyway, I'm gonna do something right now just because I kind of feel like it. Let's see. I am starting a poll. Please vote in said poll. It's just a poll, though. Don't worry about it too much, one way or another. Alright, is that even possible? Room where we play the competition, the club's main attractions. Hold on a second there. The room in the crime scene photo is an attraction? It has quite a history, actually. Yes, Normans, there's no particular reason for it. Just vote if you feel like it. The Borscht Bowl Club used to be a gathering spot for black market types back in the day. The black market? What the fuck kind of shit did Phoenix descend into? Is it... Okay, hold on. This is like Jean Grey, who had her Dark Phoenix moment, right? So Phoenix Wright has become Dark Phoenix now. All in the past. Things like the black market are only on the silver screen nowadays. Suffice to say that there were a lot of deals being made under the table. Right there in that room. A smoky room, gambling hoods, you know. Just looking at this picture makes me feel bad. The bosses gather around the table, cutting deals, safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch through the small window. I can practically picture it now. That window does look like it would be good for keeping a lookout, but little else. The room had a few other tricks to it, though it was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they came to play poker in a room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean fun. Okay, 2 decks of cards. That means that not only are you playing with a full deck, you're playing with an overly full deck. 2 decks of cards. Yes, it's so that it makes it slightly more difficult to count cards. 2 decks of cards. A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in cards. Also, sort of prevents card counting. There's something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lying scattered on the floor. They were playing
Precisely.
52 pickup.
Precisely. Cards on the table, cards upon the floor, each one forming a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. It's poetic, really.
Incidentally, we used 2 types of cards at the club. One deck of cards was red, the other blue. As I recall, in poker, you make 5-card hands. Depends on which one you're playing, but sure.
Yeah.
I can see how easy it would be, easy to cheat. Yes, a game of hands. Question mark? This competition you're talking about. I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently. That's right. It was a simple game after all. Are you sure? Huh? People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. Defendant, you were in the room the very moment that the crime occurred, yet you claim no connection to the crime. ... Now that's strange. What's strange? I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor. Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense. Ack, arg. I completely let that one slip by. Midori, you have a line?
Yeah, I don't know where that is because it doesn't show it on here.
I'm just as confused as anybody.
Because it's like, it had all the press and you expand it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have whatever. Don't despair yet, Justice. I still don't know where this is. I just see what's on the screen.
Sir?
Yeah, this ain't on here.
I
What the heck?
have no idea. For various reasons, I do not have the script. That would be cheating.
That's, yeah, no, it's just really weird that it did that. It's like, it literally has, like, the... Because you're able to, I know, do more pressing and repressing the statements.
I thought I pressed all of the statements, but I haven't pressed them twice.
It says to repress them.
Well, I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have that it is all a game or customers are happy. Is that?
I don't think I've seen. Have I seen that? I don't remember.
I'm very confused. After pressing second, I can say. Oh, okay. I see what it did. That's confusing the way it's organized. Sorry.
Snowy, you may only have 2 points, but you don't need channel points to vote in a poll. Would you care to vote in the ongoing poll if you have not already? Don't worry about why the poll is there. It's just a poll that I felt like putting up. Has no consequences whatsoever.
Anyways, right, there's something I'd like made clear. Namely, your connection to the case at hand, and I'd like to hear it from you. ...
Sure, why not? Well then, the defendant will amend his testimony. Just one little press, and I've got myself a whole new testimony. Alright, well that's something you are absolutely welcome to do, Snowy. Alright, oh, interesting. Very interesting. So, they changed the translation of this from plead the fifth, which it was in the second game, to plead silent. That's probably because pleading the fifth is specifically an American term. But alright. I plead silent regarding the murder, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon. Well, I know what I have to do because it's in the court record that his fingerprints were on the glass bottle. However, I am me, so press the button! Silence? The defendant has the right to refuse to testify. I haven't forgotten everything about the law. Oh dear, we're doing the old bag voice again, because Normans wants me to do the old bag voice again. I haven't forgot everything about the law, you stupid snipper-wapper. Yeah, but why? That clearly puts you at a disadvantage. Then it's your job to turn that around in our favor, yes? Don't you know how to be a lawyer, you stupid snipper-wapper? Like I didn't have enough to do already.
Justice, didn't you detect anything odd about that testimony?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What's it to you, you stupid snipper-wapper? Wait, something he said did ring a little strangely. It might be the ringing in my ears, though. Just one thing. Now, what was it?
When you figure it out, I'd suggest presenting evidence. Evidence that contradicts the testimony.
The contradiction in Mr. Wright's testimony. But why? Look, it's not my fault, Snowy. It was Norman's who redeemed the snipper-wapper reward. I'd better check the court record. I can't imagine Mr. Wright lying in a testimony.
Isn't it a little early to be jumping to conclusions? This is your first cross-examination. Take it slow. If you need more information, don't forget to press.
I mean, I just did that, didn't I?
But some of them, and that's what happened before, some of them when you press, after you've pressed other statements, it adds to the statement. That's why I couldn't find that out first.
Oh, interesting. So not only do I have to press buttons once, now I have to press buttons multiple times. Well, that's fun.
You probably don't have to, but if, on my real job is to take on interesting customers over at the poker table, it will add stuff, and the statement after that will add stuff as well.
I see. Alright, let's talk to you about your real job, you stupid snipper-wapper. They pay you just to play poker. That would seem to be the case. I am a professional, after all. Do I have to take pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hard-working member. I've seen all this before. But yes, your imagination was always a bit limited, Winston. Yes, we've seen this before.
Should add it after he's played poker for 7 years and not once. Is that even possible? Is where it adds something.
You see why the customers come now? Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw. You've never lost once, not even one time? As I said, I'm a professional. Played poker for 7 years and not lost once. Is that even possible? It was exactly the same as it was before.
It didn't add anything?
Oh, no, I've seen all that before. You know, Snowy, I've considered becoming a voice actor before. But I don't think anybody would want someone with my stupid voice talents. Although, Midori, if you do need anyone to do stupid voices for any games you're working on, I'm happy to help.
Working on much of anything.
Anyway, I plead silence regarding the murderer, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon. That's baloney, mister, and I have evidence. See this grape juice bottle? It's got your fingerprints on it, you stupid snipper-wapper. Objection! Oh, hey. Opening objection awarded. Are there achievements in this game?
No idea.
I hate those.
And sure.
Anyway, so you say you didn't touch the murder weapon. This grape juice bottle. Right? So I said. What of it, you stupid snipper-wapper? Something the matter, Mr. Justice, other than the fact that we're all speaking in stupid old bag voice. Too bad our new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb. What's this, Mr. Payne? I examined the bottle in question, you see, and it was covered with the defendant's fingerprints. Objection! need to shout, Mr. Justice. I can hear you just fine.
Excess yelling can damage the judge's ears. And our case.
Yeah, but what about my cords of steel? You know what? I have a counter.
Every time you mention its cords of steel.
Why the hell not?
I'll have to find out how many times he's mentioned it already.
Should be 3, I believe. It's either 3 or 4. I'm pretty sure it's 3.
This is the 3rd time, so.
Yes, I was correct. Ooh, hang on a tick. I just got a text from my wife.
Oh, did we get you in trouble?
No, she's actually not home. She left for the weekend. Let me... Oh, okay. Just telling me about when to expect her. That's fine. I'm not in trouble. Trust me, I'm not in trouble. Anyway, what's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant? Oops, I missed part of that line. I missed whatever the heck the judge was going to say.
Oh, the judge just goes, well, that's true. The prints alone don't prove he did it. Objection.
Objection. Oh, they wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints. Huh? But the fingerprints on this murder weapon were upside down. Upside down? What does that mean? It means he was holding the bottle inverted, and there can be only one reason for that.
He drinks weird?
Yeah, he was holding it by the neck as he was, chugging the contents. Yes.
Oh, I can...
Hmm?
I'm literally holding my bottle upside down and drinking.
Yeah, most of us do. Yes, to brain someone with the bottle. Anyway, is my poll finished? Yes, it looks like it was.
Who won?
At a score of 2-1-1, Snivy won.
Yeah!
I did not vote. I could have voted. I chose not to. But alright, that was just something I did for fun. Mr. Gavin, I think things just took a turn for the worse.
Oh, I see no problem, Justice.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that matters is the truth. There's a good reason for everything. You'll see.
Defendant, can you explain your fingerprints on this bottle to the court? ... I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now. Not very cooperative, are you? I see he actually has learned something about the law in the intervening years. This could hurt your case. I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There must be some reason.
Objection! Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something.
And what might that be, Mr. Gavin?
On the night of the crime, who was it who reported the murder to the police?
Reported... well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright. But still, that... really? Yes, well, according to the case file, the murder was reported from near the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone. Near the scene? Let's take a look at a diagram of the murder scene, shall we? The victim was murdered in a small room in a basement 2 floors down from the ground level. Of course, the cell phones can't get reception so far down. They actually have difficulty getting reception even in me's basement, which is not 2 floors down. The defendant used the stairs in this hallway to go above ground. The call came from the 1st floor of the restaurant. I see. And this is the phone that made the call. Does it have Phoenix's steel samurai ring? Wright's cell phone added to the court record, used by the defendant to notify the police from the restaurant's 1st floor.
Are you examining it? Because the stream's behind.
I can.
Nah, I can speak the line then. The defendant
I
could have
actually
just
can
let...
examine. Push buttons?
Yeah.
Push the buttons?
Look at the back of it.
Push the redial button? Oh, hey, I can. Ooh, tape. Wow, the battery is being held in with a piece of tape. He should just buy a new one. Maybe he can't afford it, or he just doesn't care.
It's probably both.
It probably is both. Also, I'm glad this feature made a return from, whatchamahoots, Rise from the Ashes.
Alright. Let me know when you're ready for me to continue.
Yeah, can I do that for this? Ooh, I can! Ooh! Any clues on this bottle? Grape juice.
I think it could.
How long has it been since I drank grape juice? Apparently it's Mr. Wright's favorite drink. I wonder how well it goes with borscht. Bottle is completely empty. No clues here. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, I think we're done. Unless... Yeah, I can't do that for this one.
Yeah, I think those were the only 2 examinations that have popped up so far.
Well, good. That's fun.
Yeah, they kind of pop up in the middle of this thing. Alright, ready?
Yep.
The defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so chose. Yet, he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported it to the authorities. And you claim he is being uncooperative?
Erk. Nice save, Mr. Gavin. I'd better not waste this.
I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being.
It toyed. I assure you, no one is more serious about...
What was it you said? The defendant was in the room the very moment that the crime occurred? How can you possibly know this?
That is a good question. How indeed?
The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has a decisive witness.
The dead guy! They're as good as they say you are. So Winston has apparently never met Gavin before. Fascinating. I mean, I guess...
Well, it's not really clear if they've met before.
I mean, the statement that he's saying you're as good as they say you are implies that they've never met before. Otherwise, he'd know. So someone else was in the room the night of the crime. And why the fuck isn't that person considered suspicious? That must mean they witnessed the crime. Why would they be suspicious? Because they were in the crime, they were in the room at the moment of the crime, and didn't report it like Phoenix did.
Let me know if you hear anything on my end that you're not supposed to be hearing.
I do. I heard someone else's voice.
Yeah, it's the only other voice my microphone picks up.
Lovely.
Yay. Okay, let's go out of my room though. Okay. Everything up till now has been a warm-up, Justice. Are you ready?
No.
No? Sucks for you. Get ready.
Very well. The prosecution may call its first witness to the stand. Oh God, who the hell is this person? That is a tiny person. Is that a little goblin?
I try to do a goblin voice. For her.
Who's doing a goblin voice?
I'll attempt the goblin voice.
All right. The witness will state her name and profession. Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness? I surmise that she has been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking horns. So I used a little hair gel. Relax, people. Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, this court will cut them off. What the hell is going on here?
You are sure?
I swear it on my gavel. Please, come out. Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor?
Well, if you are sure, it is okay. I don't know what kind of accent I'm doing here, but okay.
It strikes me that you probably need a Russian accent.
Yeah, I'm gonna fail miserably, but I'm gonna try it.
Anyway, I missed a line because this was all animated and I was talking to you, but she took some kind of picture.
Should say, do you have Payne's lineup?
No, I've got the judge. Wait a minute.
And you didn't miss a line then.
Oh. Would the prosecution...
Oh, no, go ahead, sorry.
Would the prosecution care to explain the witness's, paraphernalia? We've previously determined that cameras are illegal in the courtroom. Yes. She is a professional, Your Honor. Those are merely the tools of her trade. And that would be?
My name is Olga Aureli. That is not a Russian accent. I am employed as a waitress in the Bosch Boat Club restaurant.
Then why the camera?
Of course, it is my pride to serve Bosch. That is naming restaurant. But I also perform, what is said, other service.
No, we're not going there.
Judge line.
Hold on. So, alright, she's in the court record now. Witness at the case, Russian waitress at the Borscht Bowl Club. But okay. I take it one of these other services is taking the customer's pictures.
For example, this one.
Okay. That's the defendant. Indeed, on the night of the murder.
Man in white hat is one who has gone kaput.
Indeed, that is the victim. Okay, that photo proves nothing. Order, order. That is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps. It proves absolutely nothing.
I'm home.
Ah! It's a little goblin. I need to run.
Where are we?
Olga has just shown up and dropped a picture on us.
It is the
Okay,
same way as I dropped...
Which one of us is Olga?
Well, Midori has already started voicing Olga.
Would you like to keep Olga?
Yeah.
Okay.
My horrible
Then I'll
Russian
just-
accent.
I shall just be here.
Have you
Is
figured
it
out
same
where we
way?
are? Or do you need a little time to catch up? Because I could use some more tea.
I've found roughly where we are.
Alright. I'll give you like a minute or 3 to catch up to where we are. I am going to get myself some more tea until you can find like the exact line that we're at. How's that sound?
I mean, do I need the exact line if Mito's keeping Olga?
Is there anyone else that you would potentially want to voice, maybe?
In this case, there's not a lot of characters. But I think I have the line.
Okay.
Same
Well-
way I dropped cold balls before.
I'm gonna grab myself some tea, regardless. I am drinking anti-inflammatory tea, which I think you'll agree is probably important.
I am in favor of this, yes.
Good. Then I will be right back.
There's not a lot of characters in this case.
Yeah, Olga's the last new character this case introduces, I believe.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, I don't see anyone else. It's just Kristoff.
Well, Trucy's in this case a little tiny bit.
Barely though. Probably not till like end, I'm assuming.
It's pretty late in the case that she shows up, yeah.
Wow, this is a long first case.
It is.
Like, it's been so long since I've paid Apollo, but I do remember who the murderer is in this case.
I know you do, Mito. I know you do.
Now I lost my line. Well, there's that one point where I'm gonna end up at like an hour or two. What time is he streaming till?
I think it usually goes. He usually goes to 11:30.
Yeah, I'm gonna despair at one point anyways to walk my dogs.
They need walk.
Yeah, not for like another 2 hours, but for another hour rather. Depends on how nice I am to them, wherever they went. We should have you voice the judge.
We tried that one.
It didn't work well.
It seemed to not.
What about Pain?
I can't be that pathetic.
Who's pathetic and why?
Winston Payne.
What? Oh, yeah.
Winston Payne.
He very much is. Dawning, I forget. Well, okay, I'm not going to say I forget. Did you vote in the poll?
I did vote in the poll, yes.
Okay, good.
Did you vote for?
Ivy.
Good choice.
They're all good choices.
Snivy's the best.
I don't disagree, but they're all good choices. There are no bad choices.
Although, there's no bad choices, but Snivy's still the best. Alright. We ready?
Yep.
It is the same way I drop cold bowls of borscht on laps of customers. Casually.
Then the court will casually accept this new evidence that, again, proves actually nothing other than the fact that they met upstairs, not in the crime scene.
Okay, so they moved. I'm shocked.
I mean, it shows that they had an interaction. That proves
Which could
nothing.
have very well just been the challenge to play poker.
It could have been. I mean, Phoenix
mention all
isn't
the
denying that he was in the
services.
back room, but regardless, that photo in and of itself is worthless.
Now,
Anyway,
when added to other stuff, it may turn out to be not worthless, but we don't have that other stuff to put it together with.
I suppose. Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder?
I was in room. The hideout, we call it.
Excuse me, the hideout?
It is room with famous gangster bad guy.
I
The murder took place.
I love how we do names in this series.
Yes. Some of the names have been a little on the nose. This one is incredibly on the nose.
It's room where murder took place.
What?
Yeah, look up at a surprise. It is lovely. I will post my courtroom door later for you. That photos will be numbered, and you write which ones you want copy of.
So there were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga Orley, our witness. And if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, that means... Very well, witness. You will testify to the court about that night's events.
Every time I see Shady Smith, I just think Slim Shady.
Gee, I wonder why.
Anyways,
Yeah, that fateful night.
that tonight customer asked me to deal cards for game. It was cold. Both played hats on, da. The victim, he plays whole time with his hand unlocked at his neck. Then last hand is done. But something terrible has happened, da. The man flew at victim and is strangling him to death.
Okay, I clearly know what I have to do here, because autopsy reports said death by strike to forehead, and murder weapon is allegedly bottle, not hands. However, I am me. So, incidentally, who won the game? Isn't it obvious? The winner was the victim, Mr. Smith. Objection! That's ridiculous. Because Mr. Wright can't lose.
Justice, maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection.
I object. Your face is objectionable.
No, Apollo's face is objectionable. He needs a new hairstyle, man. It is not fine.
What do you have against Apollo's hairstyle? It's no more or less goofy than Phoenix's.
I hate Phoenix's too.
Clavier's isn't exactly great either.
Clavier's
This
is
is
beautiful.
This is Kristoff. We haven't met Clavier yet.
Yeah, whatever. Clavier, Kristoff.
I mean, it's
they
the
both
same
have good
hairstyle, but
hairstyles. They both have good hairstyles and style. Period. Apollo and Phoenix just don't have style. Period.
That hair is very
hairs are
pointy.
funny.
That's the point.
The bunny ears amuse me.
If you say so.
Apollo looks like he tried to do a Hoge to look like a protagonist, but failed.
Well, he is a
You think that-
protagonist.
He thinks it worked.
But he hadn't lost in 7 years. Take it from me, kid. It happens. I didn't lose a case my first 7 years as a prosecutor either. Incidentally, I mean, I do believe he was known as the rookie killer at one point in time, and then Mia Fey killed him, and he lost his hair.
So let's clarify. You spent 7 years going up against only first-time attorneys. we know for a fact that he has ever not gone up against a very new attorney? Aside from Phoenix?
Let's see. So the cases that we know that he did were the 3 tutorial cases. So
And
Phoenix
so-
was a noob.
Amnesic Phoenix counts as a noob because he doesn't remember how to lawyer.
Okay, yes, but Winston didn't know that. In fact, nobody in the court knew that.
I mean, yes, but he was still functionally up against a new lawyer. For most
That's
of the
literally the
case.
only time that you can actually say that he was up against someone who had experience.
And
That
he
we
had
see.
forgotten all of his experience because he's an idiot.
Yes.
Then he was also up against Luke Atme in case 3-2. But
We don't know who Luke Atme's defense attorney was.
Luke Atme might have been defending himself because he didn't actually want to be found innocent.
That's possible.
But that doesn't even count. You can't even count that. If there's not a fight on both sides, it don't count.
And then he was also the attorney who originally got Maggie convicted, but he was technically not against Phoenix Wright. He was against Phoenix Pasta Boy, who also was deliberately trying to lose.
And even if he wasn't, I doubt he has defense attorney experience.
What, did you not see his very convincing defense attorney's badge? Of course he had experience before.
Made a board.
And how do you know Phoenix's isn't?
Because Maggie bit it.
And that's why it got all soggy.
Anyway,
incidentally, I have some evidence here. These are the poker chips as they lay the very moment of the crime. The hand and chips on this side belong to the defendant, Mr. Wright. Those on the far side belong to the victim, Mr. Smith. And yes, the full house with the kings over aces is better than the full house sevens over aces.
I'm not stupid. Also, I played this case before, which is the real reason I know. How the better full house is determined.
See.
I mean, I actually don't know how the better full house is determined, but I know that kings are better than sevens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chips, you say? Yes. Imagine that poker is war. Your hand is your army, and the chips are the spoils. I know that. After all, in my youth, I was known as the poker head of courtroom number 3. I think he means poker face.
Apollo, you do not get to talk.
Why does he not get to talk?
He doesn't know what sweating bullets means. He can't tell the difference between the word rocket and the word locket.
I haven't
think there
gotten
are
that
other.
point.
I know,
True.
but it's not that spoilerly.
Anyway,
So it's fine.
Looking at this picture, it does seem that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table. Chips photo added to the court record. Delicious chips. Defendant and victim's chips when the crime took place. Very well, the defense may cross-examine the witness. Press buttons! Or I can just hit the minus button in autoplay.
Let's press the buttons on
Press the buttons.
Olga.
No being lazy.
Other Olga.
Alright, fine. Press the first statement. Hold it! You were dealing cards. Do you do this often?
Da, I am doing this. If customer wishes it, I serve anything. Bush, cards, more bush, It is my work. What else does she serve?
I mean, this gets into some of the other services she might provide, but we are not going there.
Copies of photos.
Yeah. She is 21, though. I checked that.
She is an adult, yes.
I would hope so. She can't be gambling if she's not an adult.
I mean, Japan sometimes seems to have... Well, let's put it this
well, I
way.
think their
Look at case
drinking
2-3.
age is 20.
Yeah, but look at case 2-3. They've got weird concepts of things at times with regards to ages and things like that.
Yeah,
You know that Utakumi, I believe, was drunk while writing that case, though. So that may have also affected matters.
Okay, are you talking about the which case again?
Turnabout Big Top.
Big Top.
I can't. I really
The
don't know.
case
I
where
just hate
everyone and their
techno
uncle
cases.
was hitting on the 16-year-old girl, including the 30-some-odd-year-old ventriloquist and his dummy.
Well, 16 is like considered legal in Japan for some reason.
Anyway,
That's
it's
not that abnormal. Anyways,
it's
yeah.
good to hear of a place that hasn't forgotten the meaning of service. Uh-huh.
welcome to the Bush Bowl Club, where Bush is as warm as the waitresses.
God
Oh my
damn,
God.
it is talking about that kind of service.
I mean, considering she says the Borscht is cold, she's explicitly saying she doesn't do that kind of service, I would say. Well, implicitly saying.
Maybe
Thank you.
she's implying that the waitresses are rude. I hope that's what she's implying.
I think it's implying that she is physically cold, that's why she's wearing a giant jacket.
No, they just have her wearing the giant jacket, even though it's April, just to show that she's Russian, because that is a traditional Russian outfit, apparently.
Cold.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for not handing out flyers during the cross-examination.
You're welcome.
Okay, both players played with hats on. Press. It's already April. How could it be cold? This is Japanifornia. It's never actually cold here.
At Bush Bowl Club, we have pride on authentic rustic Russian restaurant theme. Outside it is city in spring, but inside it is as cold as Mother Russia.
No way I am going there. Am I going there?
When it comes to hot borscht, cold is best seasoning, da?
Ah, so the borscht is hot.
I'm pretty sure it's been stated that she served cold borscht.
He's
No,
implying it's
she said
cold.
she poured the cold borscht into clients' laps casually. She serves hot borscht, but she pours the cold borscht into... It's probably some kind of Russian intimidation tactic for someone who doesn't pay their bills.
Or doesn't eat their borscht before it gets cold.
Could be. That might be considered offensive in Mother Russia. But alright. Press button again. This is probably where we get Locket Rocket thing. Is Locket?
I believe it was good luck, Chamda. He goofed it many times as he played that night.
Yes, he must have felt as though it might carry him to the moon and the stars. Though if it were small enough to fit around his neck, it wouldn't have much lift. The defense would like a clarification. This is a locket we're talking about. I mean, a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket? Of course, I knew that. So it was the judge who didn't know the difference between locket and rocket, not Justice who didn't know the difference, Dawning.
Look, I had forgotten the judge's line there existed.
Anyway, it was probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why she called it that.
I never even called it a rocket.
She
No,
didn't. No, no, a
wrong.
rocket's a locket. Anyway, whatever the rest of that line was, I missed it because there was talking.
Oh,
going
it
on.
just said it doesn't matter what shape it is.
Okay, a locket's a locket. It doesn't matter what shape it is.
Yeah. It's considered bad form to poke fun at hard of hearing in our society.
Hard of hearing or hard of understanding. To be fair, locket versus rocket would be something in Japanese that would have difficulty, right? Because they don't have the U sound, right? They don't have the L in Japanese.
So yeah, it's possible, yeah.
It probably would be pronounced rocket or something.
Yeah, they probably said it. I don't know what the Japanese word for locket is. It could also have been translated, like, it could have been something entirely different, but they translated it as locket rocket.
Could have been.
So I would be interested in looking at, yeah. And that was the closest they could come to making it sound the same. So maybe like a different, because like, you will get like, because I've seen the videos on YouTube, like a Japanese word can mean a single word can mean 5 different things.
Sometimes, yeah.
A lot of the time.
So,
Anyways.
So what happened next? Boop. Hold it. Something terrible?
This is bad.
I think you peeked if you
if
peeked.
you did that, you peeked.
Oh.
You peeked again.
Eek?
Better. The defense will refrain from needless shouting. Sorry, I need to seriously reconsider this vocal training thing. Now, Ms. Orley, can you tell us what happened?
Was it Orly or O'Reilly?
It's spelled Orly.
O-R-L-Y, Orley.
Really?
I mean, O-R-L-Y could be like, oh really, as in the meme, but...
That's what I was thinking. I'm wondering if that's what it is.
I'm just saying Orly. I don't know.
Ooh, it is so frightened, da. I trembled with fear.
So yeah, this would be where I have to present the autopsy report. But I'm me, so I press. Hold it! But the defendant would never do such a thing.
Eek.
Well now, I can't say I've ever heard the defense try this tactic.
If possible, please refrain from embarrassing me.
Still, why would anyone do something like this over a game of poker?
Perhaps this becomes because oh my gosh! Perhaps it's because the defendant has lost the game.
Yes, a crushing defeat for a man undefeated. So it always is with men like him. Winners make sore losers. Oh, how the mighty fall.
That's a good song.
Midori, you do have the line.
What?
The other line, the last line in the script, not there yet. So it's on to the after going through all the statements into part.
Okay, my stream is completely distinct. Because you just pressed the statement of the man flew at him and is strangling him to death, right?
Yes, so this
Yes.
is probably what he says after you've unsuccessfully wrapped up everything without presenting the evidence that you need to present.
Yes.
Okay, because it didn't clarify that it adds a thing. It has like the next line. So
The that line has not been added yet.
That's so confusing how they have this organized on the page I'm on. Is it a Christoph line? Go ahead. I believe I
Yes.
You know what it is you need to do? Okay. But I believe you know what it is you need to do. I'm gonna pass Olga on to you, Dawning.
Right, sir. Leave it to me. Only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. Victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and... Mr. Wright isn't the killer. I've got you now, Orly. Alright, so... we're going all the way to the last statement. And we want to hit the R button. Autopsy report. Death caused by single blow to forehead. Chrysanthemagate. Oh, really? Strangled, you say? That's odd.
Ah, normal customers only choke on borscht.
Funny how your voice just changed. No, I mean, this report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head.
Ah.
Ms. Orley, really now? Did you witness the crime? You peeked, Dawning.
I didn't even go that high.
I know, it's the eek.
Eek!
Gavel, gavel,
you
gavel. Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything. That is also true. But the autopsy reports never lie. Yes, it is a fact that he was hit, Your Honor. Here's a photo we took of the victim with his hat off during our investigation. Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it? Someone hit him in the forehead and put his hat back on him. That's actually kind of funny.
Here's what happened. He walked into a wall, sat down, and put his hat back on.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. This head certainly was hit. Crime photo 2 added to the court record. Photo of forehead, hat removed during investigation.
Does that look hit to you?
But
I have seen it happen. The defendant, he lunged at victim, his neck.
Oh, really, Ms. Orley? Okay, I guess it is supposed to be oh, really. But, like, it's spelled Orly.
Because it's supposed to be the meme.
I
They didn't
know.
want to be too obvious. It's like this, how they spelled bad guy.
Yeah, but they were on the nose with that. That was literally bad guy.
I think they expect people to realize this.
Well, forgive me.
Oh, really, Miss Oh, really?
Orly is, in fact, a Hebrew name, or Russian. Probably. It's an Ashkenazi Jewish name. So, of course, I would see it as Orly sooner than I see it as oh, really.
It might be.
I didn't see it as oh, really until the game blatantly pointed it out. Not even here I didn't registered it.
They might be doing it on purpose, too. That it's, like you said, it has, like, Jewish, possibly Russian origins. But it also looks like, oh, really? The meme. So they might be doing it on purpose.
Yeah, well, oh, really, Ms. O'Reilly? I think I've caught you in your own lie this time. Just as long as he's not catching people with their pants down in court like Phoenix used to.
Justice, I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more.
Ah! My head is on fire! But what do you mean? I found a contradiction.
There's one thing in her testimony that troubles me.
Very well. It seems we should continue the cross-examination. There's such a thing as thinking too much. Yes, because it causes my head to go on fire. This horse is dead. Let's stop. Stop beating up Yandere-chan. And stop saying she's dead.
It's a different horse.
Well, don't beat up any horses. That's just sad.
I agree.
I know, but it's especially cruel to beat one that's already died of the beating.
Yeah, stop it. I don't like this Kristoff fellow.
There's
He's
such
gonna
a thing
become
as
evil.
There's such a thing as thinking aloud too much too.
After defendant tried to strangle victim.
Hold on. I haven't actually gotten there yet.
You slowpoke.
Okay.
Okay, so the last statement was modified. Which they
After
gave
defendant-
no indication of, by the way.
After
They
defendant
didn't
tried
say...
to strangle
Go ahead.
victim. After defendant tried to strangle victim, he hit him on head with bottle.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but at least in the original Ace Attorney trilogy, if they modified anything about the testimony, they actually said, would you please amend your testimony?
Maybe it don't matter.
Apparently, Payne doesn't have that degree of decorum.
Well, I'm going to throw him through a
No
window
kidding.
pane, but alright. I'm a press. You didn't say anything about hitting before.
Sorry, I must be forgetting this stuff.
Witness. You will take greater care with your testimony.
Oh, I am sorry, Your Honor.
And that clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy report, I believe. The defendant made to strangle the victim, then changed his mind, and chose a simpler, blunter means to do the job. Yes, that sums it up nicely. So he strangled him, then hit him? Something's fishy about all this. And we're back here again, with him telling me...
Fish in board?
Not usually, I don't think.
Well, it
I
would
think
be
it's
very
mostly just
fishy
beats.
I think it would be very fishy to have fish in borscht then.
I love how Kristoff seems to have full confidence in me. I don't know what it is that I'm supposed to do here.
I think it's more if you screw up, Kristoff's just gonna take over. It feels like, and he's like, I ain't gonna lose if you decide to be an idiot.
Good, so I might as well just hit
I'm
the
gonna try
autoplay.
borscht. It looks good.
We're not
Borscht?
hitting autoplay. You have to try. If it's confusing, then look at the evidence.
That is what I'm doing. Wait a minute. Okay, so the bottle is on the side, allegedly, that the victim was sitting on.
Yeah, so Phoenix reached across, grabbed the neck of the bottle, and then took it.
Okay. There's no marks around the guy's neck.
What else isn't around the guy's neck?
A locket.
It's almost like she mentioned it at some point.
There is no locket around
Clear
his
appetite.
neck. But that's easily explained. Phoenix stole it.
Do you want to know what you have to present and where?
I'm guessing I have to present the headshot, which clearly shows his neck, with the victim he plays the whole time with his hand on locket at his neck.
Yes. If that's crime photo 2, I don't know. It's crime.
Yeah,
photo
that's
2.
crime photo 2.
Objection!
Objection. You know, there was one curious partner testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said. But what does it mean? Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it is you're thinking so intensely about? We need to get the fire extinguisher so that you don't set this whole courtroom ablaze. Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on a locket at his neck, I believe she said. I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar. No, but look at this photograph. Do you see a locket on the victim's neck?
Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. I knew you'd be able to handle this.
But what does it mean? If we are to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death. We know Phoenix Wright has a history of eating lockets, so I don't think we're going to find this one. Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor.
Unless eaten.
Yes, unless eaten.
Quite simple, when you think about it.
Yeah, my head is on fire again.
If the locket is gone, someone must have taken it off, no?
Taken it off? Wait, you don't mean...
The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it?
Yeah, it would. Ah. Eric? Defendant? What do you have to say to this? Oh, hi. ... Say. Yes? Oh, he is wearing that around his neck, isn't he? I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you? To be fair, given that this is the first time Phoenix has ever appeared looking like this, it wouldn't necessarily draw your eye to the locket in the first place. Like, it's just another random thing on his outfit, like the beanie that says Papa.
And the button, that's one of Emma's.
What? Is that one of Emma's?
Yeah, Emma has buttons just like that.
Huh, go figure. Anyway, oh, you mean this? Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter. What? Okay, so he does have a daughter. Come again?
Yeah.
That might have been his problem in the first place, but sure. Mr. Wright, you have a daughter? Dawning, your mic's not muted again. We confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture on the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter. ...
I don't know why it sometimes doesn't mute.
It sometimes doesn't mute, apparently. Anyway, so Mr. Wright has a locket too. Why don't I buy that this is just a coincidence? Because there's no such thing as coincidence?
Well, it has a photo of Phoenix's daughter, so it must be his.
You can always take a photo out and put another photo in.
He had the locket at the time of the arrest.
Which God only knows how long that was after the actual murder. It doesn't take terribly long to take a picture out of a locket and put a new one in. If you happen to have one on hand.
Such a picture on hand.
I mean, he strikes me as a proud father, given the fact that he wears that beanie. He probably has at least one picture of his daughter on hand or in his wallet at any time.
Or in his locket.
Phoenix can't afford jewelry.
That's
anyway.
Not been stated. He does get paid.
Probably more than when he was a defense attorney. Then why the hell does he look like a fucking hobo?
Depressed.
If he's getting paid more and never loses, Why is he so depressed? Being a defense attorney was depressing. Finally getting out of that life would be cause for celebration. Oh, I get it. He's depressed because he decided to leave Iris rot in jail instead of marrying her. Yeah, that would be depressing. Anyway, well now, if the results of this poker game led to the murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game?
Also, if he replaced the picture, then the picture that was in it before would have to be somewhere, and they would have found it.
Not necessarily. They didn't find.
Would you like?
They didn't
Make
find
the
the
claim.
bottle of Glenn Elg's ear medication.
Someone would have found it eventually in this case.
You don't know that. Anyway, further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost badly.
Dot.
Ms. Orley, you will testify to the court about the game played between the victim and defendant. Serious competition.
The game began with 3,500 points in chips for each man. House chips come in two sizes, small and large. The one who was winning, it was victim. For last hand, defendant play with all chips on table and lose. The moment loss was decided, defendant grabs bottle from table and
did what? Drank himself into a stupor?
It was grape juice.
Grape juice. Indeed, looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game. As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow. How many times have I heard these words? I'd done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor, and now I regret what I'd done. A common tale, but true. He thinks
Nobody admits to it in this court.
No. And nobody admits to it with that stupid kind of grammar either. He thinks the judge watches too many old court movies. Mr. Wright says he hasn't lost in 7 years, so this testimony must be wrong. Okay, how do I prove it? Obviously by pressing all the buttons. So we'll start with the first one. Are those the usual starting points? Were any special rules used?
No, not special. Usual game, usual rules.
If each man began with 3,500 points, then the total would be, exactly 7,000 points. Please, this isn't calculus. It's not even long division. It's actually simple multiplication, yes.
Or even addition.
Well, yeah. Did you ... Midori?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
dot.
Okay, press the second statement. Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 big, and 6 small.
Of course. ...
Question mark? Something's fishy with these chips. Should I press harder? Absolutely! Maybe you could explain a bit about these chips? After all, if it was supposed to be fish and chips, there's no fish.
There's plenty of fish.
Not on that table.
For to be explained.
Objection. Poker chips are poker chips. They're not fish and chips. Not a chip off the old block. Not a motorcycle cop. Not a... Thanks.
Wait. Motorcycle cop? Where'd you get that from?
I think chip is slang for a motorcycle cop.
I've never heard that.
I've never heard it either.
that.
But I'm inferring from context. Now that I've pressed her, I better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars or... Well, no. What are these chips worth is important to note, because how the fuck do we have 7,000, but we have 10 big and 6 small? Like, how does that divide into 3,500? Are they in dollars or rubles even?
Yes. As they have been saying before, it was game, not gambling. Hard perhaps for capitalists to understand. 2 types of tip. 100 points tip and 1,000 points tip. It is not money, da.
Justice,
Sir,
do you find her comment interesting?
let me check, but I'm pretty sure I do. So 100 points and 1,000 points, you say?
Da. 100 point tip and 1,000 point tip.
So then the total on this table is 10,600, not 7,000.
There are 2 kinds of tip. 100 point tip and 1,000 point tip, da.
$6,000, or I mean, it's either 7,000 if the red ones are the 1,000 points and the green one, or and the black ones are 100. But that's okay. That could actually be correct, because 7,000.
That's probably
is
what it
7,000.
is. Yeah, because that will make it. Yeah, that will make it 7,000. So that's probably what it is. Is the red chips are the 1,000 point chips, and the black ones are 100. Because did she even say that big ones are... Yeah, she just said there's 2 type chips, she never said which is which.
Yeah, I suppose one would usually infer that the bigger chips would be worth more and the smaller chips would be worth less. But no, each one would start with 3 of the small and 5 of the large, and that works just fine, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Snowy isn't trying to start a fight, KR. I had a poll earlier asking about which one you would pick, Snivy, Tepig, or Oshawott. Would you care to weigh in? I mean, the poll is closed, but I can always reopen it. Don't I find her comment interesting? In more ways than one, sir.
I'd have added it to her testimony myself.
Well, does the defense want to add it to her? See? This is what I'm talking about. Add to testimony. Yes, I do think this deserves further scrutiny. Add it to the testimony. I wish I knew where I was going with this. Very well, witness, if you would be so kind.
Da, Your Honor. One kind of tip is worth 100 points, other kind is worth 1,000. 2 kinds in all.
Okay. I feel like that's important, but I'm just gonna press everything else first. So, third statement I'm pressing. You're telling me that Mr. Wright undefeated for 7 whole years, was losing.
It must have been most unlucky day for him. I am glad I did not take other picture of him. It would break a camera. Certainly. The tip, they went always to the victim's side of table.
So, you're telling us it was a one-sided game?
One-sided, and her last hand, defendant grabs bottle. Her last hand, defendant grabs bottle.
He did grab the bottle, yes.
Her last hand, defendant play with all the chips on table and lose.
Alright, so that segued to this, so we're gonna press this. Alright, so you would vote Tepig over Snivy. So that technically puts Snivy at 2, Tepig at 2, and Oshawott at 1. If Ellison ever shows up, Oshawott's also gonna be at 2. Last hand.
It was largest points of any hand. The defendant's hand, it was excellent. He tried to use it to take victory from behind.
It appears that both the defendant and the victim's hands are in this picture. That is truly an excellent hand, however, so is the victim's.
One with highest number wins, so defendant loses.
The victim, Mr. Smith, had a stronger hand than the defendant and crushed him. I believe that explains what occurred next.
Once cards lay down on table, it happened.
And what happened next?
Even to think of it now, I shake and tremble. I did not believe such a thing would happen.
What such thing?
Please, you must believe I had no idea how could such thing occur.
What such thing?
Yes. The defendant had been eating victim. I saw it all happen right before me. I saw bottle coming down on victim head.
Decisive, isn't it, Your Honor? My witness saw the very moment of the crime.
Remember, your first goal is to gather information.
Yes, sir, I must gather information. From these stupid, farful munchers, look out contradiction. Here comes Manfred von Karma.
A switch came out of nowhere.
No, it didn't. KR redeemed a stupid farfel muncher.
No! So I can't see that, because I have the script up, and I have the window minimized.
Any
So I
day.
can see that he redeemed it.
Now I am going to press on her new second statement about the kinds of chips. Chips are delicious. So let us get more information. Mr. Gavin said this testimony is important. To be honest, I have no idea why. Mr. Von Karma, how the fuck do you keep coming back to life and ending up back in this courtroom? Anyway, do the court a favor and think of what you want to say before raising your hand. We are not in kindergarten. Which is good German word there, kindergarten. Heck, sorry, I am fine, Your Honor. I am just not used to being a stupid farfel-munching defense attorney. I'd better think of something to ask, and quick. The 2 types of chips.
Yeah?
The small ones are 100, and the big ones are 1000. Right, of course. Ha, don't waste our time. That. Is that all? Yes. Gulp. Great, Mr. Gavin made me stop her. Now I am the one who looks dumb.
Oh, Justice. Please try not to embarrass me like that.
Huh? Who? Me? What?
There's a clear contradiction in the information you have in your hands.
What?
It's a simple matter of calculation. Go on, try it. We're not in kindergarten after all.
Yes, again, kindergarten is a good, strong German word. Calculation.
I love the difference between Christoph and, like, Mia. Mia was, like, so easy and gentle towards Phoenix.
She kept claiming that Phoenix was giving her a migraine. Which, to be fair, he is Phoenix Wright. He gives everybody migraines.
But she was, like, gentler with him. Well, Christoph is a bit more like, come on, you have a brain. He's more blunt, if that makes sense.
I do not have brain. Brain is not important.
True. Poor Christoph. You forgot what you have to do yet?
If we are assuming that the current assumption in the game, as the stupid Farfelmonster Justice said, is that the big chips are worth 1,000 and the small chips are worth 100, then I am guessing that I need to present the chips photo on this statement, because at least according to what it looks like for here, then it would be 10,600, not 7,000. However, I have already determined that the small chips are worth 1,000 and the big chips are worth 100. There is no contradiction here, but I might have been smarter than the game. Again.
Unless that contradicts something else.
And he has multiple choices here anyways.
What would this contradict?
Let's see. How many points does everyone have in your theory?
7,000. Oh.
How many points does each player have?
Well, the victim would have over 9,000 points. And... oh, hold on a tick. No, wait a minute. You are correct, little goblin. Because if the red chips are worth 1,000 and the black chips are worth 100, then Phoenix has 4,100 points to the victim's 2,900 points. Phoenix was winning. That I did not notice.
Oh, he did
You
say
did all
he never
that counting
loses.
and didn't even register that the 4,000 points were on Phoenix's side.
Well, to be fair, he's got 3 chips close to each other with the red ones, and then the other one is a little further away.
Okay, but even if he had only 3,100, he would still be winning.
I was also mostly looking at the cards themselves to see if there was anything contradictory about the cards themselves, because even though they are playing with 2 decks of cards, if there were, for example, 3 aces of spades, somebody would have been cheating. I was trying to go that angle. Also, KR, it is not all of the aces that are on the table. They play with 2 decks of cards. Therefore, there is an entirely different set of aces that are not on the table at the moment.
Yeah, but they're not using the other deck at that moment, so basically they switch the deck constantly. So it's like even that, so they're using the blue deck at that moment, which means they're not using the red deck.
You said anything about a red deck?
They did earlier.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah, they
remember.
said there was
That
a-
was too long ago.
Yeah, they said there's a red deck and a blue deck. And they switch between the two decks to avoid cheating.
But okay, so what I am going to do, since we technically do not know which chip is which at this point, I believe the way to clarify this would be to present the chip's photo on the new second statement. Is this correct?
There's 2 statements you can present it on?
3.
3? Is it 3?
Yeah.
I am guessing that this is one of them.
Yeah.
Objection!
You're sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure.
Exclamation.
Objection. Wait, I cannot do the instant pain voice. Objection! It seems our new attorney is a bit confused. A glance at this picture is enough to tell you who won if you're not in kindergarten. Like that diaper's lost his edge of it fellow. Just for safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court? Of course, Your Honor. In this photo, I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points? Why, the big ones, of course. Duh. Oh, I thought so too. But then the totals don't add up. The totals? Oh, hey, my wife is home. Dawning, don't tell anybody.
You just said
Don't
it
tell
on
anybody
stream.
you have a wife?
No, that she's home. I know
You
Dawning
just
was
said it
very
on
curious. I know
stream.
Dawning was very curious to know when my wife was coming home so that she could tattle on me. Don't tell anybody.
What do you do,
Well, you
Donnie?
haven't done anything to tattle on. You decided not to.
Oh, right, I didn't
Did he
tell
do
you what I
something?
did today. Never mind. Let's review what the
Well, now
witness
you gotta
told
tell.
us.
Wait, you can't just...
Each
can't
man
do that.
started with 3,500 points in chips, and the combined total value of the chips was 7,000 points. Yes, if my calculations are correct. Let's see, 3 plus 1, carry the 5. They are, Your Honor. Now,
You're
look at
not doing it correctly, though.
You don't know that.
Where the hell is he carrying the 5 from?
He's carrying it from one point to another point.
Just not trust the judge.
Anyway, look at this photo that allegedly shows all the chips. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small chips are worth 100, and you add them up, how much is it? Do it yourself. You aren't in kindergarten, are you? 10,600 points. The chips don't add up. This clearly contradicts the witness's testimony. But why? How could this be?
Exactly. Justice? Now that you know the what, you must determine the why.
Right, there's only one possible way to explain this contradiction. Starting points were wrong, chip counts were wrong, both were right. Well, I mean, both were right, but our assumption was wrong. Wait, what does it mean by chip count?
The number of chips.
Oh. Yeah, no, in that case,
I don't
both...
think... Yeah, I don't think you get dinged for wrong answers right now.
You do not get things from.
I saw the
from-
penalty thing show up earlier.
Okay. Maybe you do.
I don't know. Doesn't say anything on here. We could be wrong.
I mean, I saw it when I was presenting evidence, so I'm guessing if I presented the wrong evidence, I would have. I don't see it on screen now.
So
Yeah.
this decision might not be dinged for wrong then.
Yeah, I don't think this is.
So I can get it
It's up
wrong
to
and
you.
just embarrass whatever his name, Kristoff.
Yeah, because it says it leads right back to the original statement.
Well, that sounds boring, so I'm just going to go both were right, which is the correct answer. Each man began the game with 35. There is a way to get me to present the wrong thing. You just have to redeem points for it. Or
Hold
someone...
hold on.
Well, it's too late.
Come on.
I literally
Not
clicked
fair.
already.
Yeah, well, we can't see the stream. It's always behind for us.
You
That was
can,
low.
of all people, you can literally hear me talking.
Yeah, but I didn't
In
know.
real
I
time.
can hear you talking. I can't see you clicking. How am I supposed to know you clicked it? All I hear is you talking.
Because I said I'm gonna present both. Anyway, and I
Yeah,
started
then-
reciting the next line. There's
Yeah,
no
okay,
way that I
that
would
was
know what
good.
the next line would be if I didn't actually click the button.
I'm multitasking.
Understandable.
Anyway, each man began the game with 3,500 points. If all the chips are indeed shown in this photograph, there can only be one answer. Well, what is it? The value of the chips was the other way around. What? Want to know what I think? The small chips were worth 1,000 points, not the big ones. Madness! Utter madness! Show me the photograph of show me that photograph of the chips again. There are 6 small chips and 10 large chips. Why, that does make 7,000 points when you add them up.
Excellent work, Justice. It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself. That sounds so backhanded.
Yes, almost. It's a pity that I've been on
Even if
autoplay
it
this
was
whole time.
almost, it would be implying that he didn't.
It's almost as if I didn't have this game on autoplay the whole time, yes. Well, I'm just glad I was the one who said it. Objection, but wait. The value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing. Indeed, the victim did have the larger number of chips still, but not the larger number of points. ... Exactly. If the small chips are 1,000 points and the large chips are 100, let's do a little math. Add up the points for each side of the table. Ugh. The victim, Mr. Smith, had 2,900 points, and the defendant had 4,100 points. Well now, it seems that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all. That's impossible. My client had even less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning. Yag! Now, Miss O'Reilly, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime, weren't you? That mostly peaked, but I heard it enough.
Okay.
Order, order. It appears our defendant has lost his motive, and Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never happened. We must now ask ourselves whether we can trust the testimony of... If you said hold it, Dawning, that definitely peaked.
Damn it. Hold it.
Excuse me, what is it, Ms. O'Reilly?
I did not want to be saying this, but actually, you see,
See what, Ms. O'Reilly? What do we see?
in last hand there was cheat.
I checked this. There wouldn't have been a cheat. You don't mean a trick. Wait, or do you mean a scam? They're all the same thing.
Yes, there was cheat in last hand. That is why game ends with tips as they are.
What?
There was cheat.
What?
It was a cheat.
Who cheated?
There was cheat.
Great, just great. First we have lying, now cheating.
Well, this case certainly has taken a turn. For the interesting.
Witness, you will please
Those are
testify
weird.
to the court. Tell us about this cheating in the final hand. The final hand.
The last hand, both men had full house. There is 4 of each card in deck, from ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. The next moment, game become argument, da. The defendant's trick was exposed. He took bottle in his hand. Court, Mr. Smith.
Ace of spades, ace of clubs, ace of hearts, ace of diamonds. I see nothing
There was cheat.
that indicates there was a cheat.
There was cheat.
Wait a minute. There's a couple of cards on the ground. There's one that's a spade, but that's not an ace of spade. Because the ace doesn't look like that, as far as the card delineation. The other card could be a 7, right? The one that's under Phoenix, but like...
It says 7 on it.
No, the one that's in the lower right, the lower left corner under the table.
Oh, there's not enough information there.
Yeah, you can't
right.
see what that is. It could be a 7,
It's
but
a
it could also
heart,
be an 8.
So. Yeah,
But
a heart. We know that much.
Yeah, but like Orly said that you look at the photo and the cheat becomes obvious. There's nothing in this photo, and that's what I was looking at before when I was looking at the chips.
On the floor behind, next to that chair that's pushed out, there's another one, a club.
Yes, no, that's a spade, and that's not an ace.
No,
it's not a 7.
Yeah, that looks like that's a really weird line. It looks like a Joker or something. It might just be the way that it's animated, though.
Yeah, I can't tell what that's supposed to be, because it looks like it's either a 4 or an ace, but the 4 wouldn't have the delineation like that, and the ace wouldn't either. Right? All ace of spades... Well,
so that card in the background is going to be a 3 or 2, I believe.
3 is reasonable, yeah.
It's 3 or 2, because 3 and 2 are the only ones that would have that.
That would have it
placement.
Up, yeah, in the upper center.
Yeah. But that's on the victim's side, not Phoenix's. But
and
Phoenix
it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway
Because that card doesn't imply anything except they got messed up.
Yeah, and if we take a
Yeah.
look at the original crime photo, there are cards on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know
Which
why
that
or how, but
one in the bottom corner is on the ground too, because the background is green.
yeah.
I
I don't know.
really
Like, she's
get.
saying that the cheat becomes obvious when you look at the photo. Here's the other thing. No, I think that's just my imagination.
I am not willing to help with this because I know where this particular line of reasoning goes.
I have no idea where this reasoning goes.
Dawning, help.
No.
Oh, I would just go ahead and like continue with dialogue, see what it does.
No, Phoenix isn't dead. Phoenix is the defendant. He's Hobo Phoenix. The victim is a guy named Shady.
Shady Smith, which I assume
Yeah.
is probably a good setup for a Smithy, actually. You wouldn't want to get too hot in the sun.
Probably. Anyway, Ms. Orley, why did you not tell the court about this from the very beginning?
Dot.
I thought I smelled a cover-up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers. A full house is a very high-scoring hand. Not easy to make in my experience. That alone is enough to suspect less than scrupulous tactics. Ignore the fact that the victim also had a full house. Mr. Gavin? What's a full house? Lawyers these days, you don't know your poker. I can't say this bodes well for your case or a career. What is this, some kind of secret court poker ring?
Justice, you know the terms one pair, two pair, and three of a kind, yes?
Yeah, no problem. 2 cards with the same number make a pair, and 3 makes 3 of a kind.
Good. Now picture a hand with one pair and 1 three of a kind. That's a full house.
KR, you're right. It is, in fact, an 80s TV show. I don't know what the hell they're blathering on about.
You weren't alive in the 80s.
Aha! You admit it! I'm not actually 89.
No, I'm talking about the 1880s, right?
No, the 1980s.
The 1880s is TV
There
show,
was
right?
no TV show in the 1880s.
Oh, okay. Then I guess you would remember it.
He was born in the 90s, right?
I was, in fact, born in the 90s, yes.
Okay.
Sure you were.
That doesn't sound very easy to make, does it? You can see each player's hand in this photo. Yeah, they both have full houses. We forget there's an easy way to make a full house and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat. Ahem. The defense may cross-examine the witness. KR, ignore Dawning. Dawning keeps saying I'm 87 or 89 or whatever number pops into her little goblin head.
It only changes on your birthday. It's been 89 since April.
Uh-huh. If he did cheat in the last hand, that still leaves one important question. How he lost? Mr. Wright lost that hand. Who's ever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat? KR, I thought we established that you're older than me. Maybe it was Pokey Delta that we established was older than me, but I'm not as old as Dawning says I am.
Yes,
just-
you are. I don't know what you're talking about. Is your memory fading in your old age?
I just
That
feel
would be very
older today
sad.
because of my arms.
Right, you got one of them stabbed.
With a needle, yes, and the other one, well, I'm not telling.
Did you overwork your left arm?
All right, we
Again.
are pressing. Hold it! Just how hard is it to make a full house anyway?
It is quite hard, It is making a pair industry of a kind at the same time. ...
I guess that is right. Very difficult, to be sure. You can take my word as the poker head of courtroom number 3.
Very difficult, but is not impossible.
Okay, full house hard. This line of questioning, a waste of time. Yes, this I am aware of. 4 of each card, you say?
There is 1 spade, 1 heart. There is 1 spade, 1 diamond, 1 heart, and 1 club for each card. It is interesting fact that the number that this number 4 comes from number of seasons.
Huh, you don't say. Ah, and did you know that the cards are numbered 1 to 13? Add all the cards in a deck and you get 364 a year. 365 is a year. No?
The judge may be stupid.
Yeah, huh? You don't say. Isn't that 1 day short? That's why each deck has 2 jokers. They say the second joker stands for the leap year. Thus you have the perfect representation of the year, all in a deck of cards. I can't tell if they're bullshitting or not.
I'm gonna look this up.
You don't say. We're going to be in this courtroom for a year if it keeps going like this. I am very confused about this. Like, she's saying the cheat is obvious, but it really isn't.
Well, you can keep pressing.
Is it going to progress the story if I do? Because I want to press on everything before I progress story.
It will not immediately progress the story to press on any statement.
Good. How is it clear? I looked at that photo, specifically looking, by the way, for what you were implying. Yes, all 4 aces are there, but it's the 4 varieties of aces.
Well, the defendant, he played in 5th ace.
5th ace?
I still remember both hands very well. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces, and Mr. Wright's 2.
Wrong. Obviously, the cheating was afoot, or perhaps I should say, a hand.
Your Honor, perhaps this can be added to the testimony without Mr. Payne's joke.
No, I liked Mr. Payne's joke. It was his finest moment.
That's not a high bar to clear.
I know it's not, but it still was his best moment.
Congratulations! You
Very
were
well.
slightly better than you normally are, which is still terrible.
Very well. The witness will add this detail to her testimony, please. Okay, yes. That is where I need to present the Hujima What's-Its again.
Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces, and Mr. Wright's 2. It is 5 aces in all.
Except not, so I'm gonna press on the next statement. Hold it. Do you recall what the men were arguing about?
Ah, I believe so. The victim, he shouts, "You are cheater," and then the defendant shouts something like, "I have an objection."
Shouting objection, eh? Old habits are hard to break. First he bluffed his way through the courtroom, now he bluffs his way through life.
Objection!
Objection! However, Mr. Wright lost the hand. That seems to cast a shadow of doubt on Mr. Smith.
Humiliation from losing even when cheating. That is what set fire to defendant's heart.
So what did the flaming defendant do next? He must have been thinking, which was why he was flaming. It wasn't his heart that was on fire, it was his head.
English words very similar.
Uh-huh. Anyway, last statement press. By bottle, are you referring to this?
Duh. The defendant uses bottle to stop.
This behavior is an admission of cheating by the defendant. But why use a grape juice bottle? You'd be surprised at what can be used as a weapon.
This juice is recommended drink of Borstal Club. Duh. This year's vintage is remarkable for its hefty flavor.
Hefty enough to brain a grown man, apparently. First she says it was a serious competition, now she says there was cheating.
Justice? Notice anything odd?
The number of aces, yes.
Her testimony keeps changing. Now she says the defendant cheated.
Actually, yes, I had noticed that.
Well, let's get the truth about this cheating first, shall we?
Oh yeah, that I can do. Absolutely. So, third statement. Present. You're an idiot, what can't read. Yeah. This one.
Objection!
Objection. It appears that the witness is mistaken or lying.
Mistaken? But my name...
Look, this piece of evidence clearly contradicts what you said in your testimony. That's the photo of the chips, is it not?
Justice, perhaps you ought to explain your point in a way that the judge can comprehend. In other words, use your finger to point out your point. I love
Picks
this.
nose. Yes, please point out the contradiction in this photo. What particular point contradicts the witness's testimony? It's 2 aces here. This one. Ms. Orley, in your testimony you made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand had 3 aces, but as you can clearly see, the victim's hand only held 2 aces. Good enough. Objection. Well, maybe the witness was simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held a 3rd ace in question. Objection. Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant also had 2 aces in his hand. If he had 3 aces, he would have won, not lost.
Those 3 aces and 2 sevens beat 3 kings and 2 aces?
Yes.
Probably,
well,
yeah,
okay.
'cause ace-
So, first of all, theoretically, you would never come across that except in a game of wilds. But the value that has the high... So, it's the same reason that 3 kings over 2 aces beats 3 sevens over 2 aces. The higher number pair wins. Or, sorry, the higher number 3 wins.
Okay.
So, if you have 3 aces over two whatever. It could be 2 sevens, right? 3 aces over 2 sevens would still beat 3 kings over 2 aces. But again, you're only going to come across that in a situation where you're either playing with multiple decks at the same time, which sometimes might happen in Vegas because they do have that where the dealing machine has, I want to say, about 6 decks in them and randomly shuffles them together so that you can't count cards.
Yeah.
Or if you're playing a game where there are wild cards, right? Let's say that jacks are wild, then someone can be using a jack as an extra ace.
Okay.
And aces are the highest in poker.
Yes, aces have an
Go ahead.
aces have an interesting property where they can either be 1 or the highest value card. The only time that actually comes into play is specifically blackjack, where an ace can either be 1 or 11. But yeah, as far as poker goes, ace is the highest value card, right? It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king, ace. So the best hand you could have, and the one that's got the worst possible odds, or the highest possible odds, or sorry, the lowest possible odds of ever getting, would be a royal flush. And that's a 10 jack, queen, king, and ace, all on the same suit. If we want to get absolutely technical, I want to say spade is the most powerful suit, then hearts, then clubs, then diamonds. So theoretically, I think if 2 people got royal flushes, which the odds of that are astronomically low, without
Well, it
cheating.
has probably happened at least once, considering the amount of poker games have been played.
I mean, I guess
Oh,
it
yeah,
would. I guess it
probably
would technically depend on house rules, but if they go by suit power, it would depend on which suit the players have, potentially. Otherwise, they might just call it a draw and split the pot. But I do think that there is technically a ranking to which suit outranks another suit. I just never played poker professionally, so I can't tell you for sure. Anyway, I see cheating all right, and it's going on right here in this courtroom. Judge, how's your wife?
His wife?
He does have one.
What about her?
Well, Apollo Justice claims to have seen cheating in the courtroom. Dawning, are you suggesting that you like older women?
Maybe the judge likes younger women. Who knows?
Uh-huh. Anyway, 2 aces in each player's hand does make 4 aces total, and all the suits are different. Because it would still potentially be proof of cheating if you had 2 aces of spades. But you don't. I specifically checked this. Anyway, hardly proof of cheating.
Well, please, it is true. I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating, I swear to you.
That's odd. Yes, 5 aces would be odd. She must be lying, and she's the most sincere I've seen her all day.
You're right to trust your instincts. Why does it seem like he's like reading Apollo's mind?
Because
Apollo
technically,
thinks out loud.
right, technically,
It's been stated already.
we did establish even in the original Ace Attorney trilogy, just because something is in parentheses in blue doesn't mean that it's actually quiet. It's just dialogue that the defense attorney is saying to themselves. could be out loud, could be not. I think there were a couple of times when someone catches Phoenix talking to himself. Anyway,
And it's
Mr.
already happened that Apollo has been caught talking to himself in this very
Yes,
case.
in this specific case, Gavin has caught, or Christoph Gavin, I don't know, like... But yeah, it is fairly obvious that Apollo thinks out loud. Mr. Gavin?
Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion,
What might that be, Mr. Gavin?
if you don't mind. Perhaps we might examine the actual cards?
The cards?
Mr. Payne?
Oh yeah, that's your line. Yes?
The players' hands that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? The defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court.
Very well, the prosecution will submit this evidence. Which will you examine? The victim's cards or the defendant's cards? If these cards don't prove cheating was going on, nothing will. Now, which of these hands is more suspicious? The fuck am I supposed to know?
Which one's smellier?
Which
one
one
is-
changed?
I mean, the defendant's hand, or it's not the defendant, the victim's hand is the one that allegedly changed from 3 aces and 2 kings to 3 kings and 2 aces. So it should be the victim's hand that I'm concerned about.
So try it.
So I want to view the defendant's hands. Hey, Phoenix, show me your hands.
Their
No, we'll-
hands.
Yeah, we'll view the victim's
They look
hand.
the same as they did in the original trilogy.
I
What are you talking
suppose
about?
they
He totally
do.
has like piano calluses now.
No,
Not if he's that bad at playing piano.
he's bad enough where they never actually ask him to play piano. Anyway, it was the victim's hand that changed over the course of the witness's testimony. The defense requests time to examine Mr. Smith's cards. Very well. Mr. Payne, if you would. Very well. Received evidence. Victim's hand. Victim's hand was left at the scene of Full House. All right. Court record. Oh ho!
Oh well?
Only one of the cards has a blue back. I'm much more of a red guy myself. Blue is so... Oh, this explains how Apollo ends up working with a redhead. I like him better than I like Phoenix already. Yeah, they did say that they were using the blue-backed cards in the final hand. This is very suspicious. So honestly, it was this guy who was cheating the whole... It's one of the kings that's... So did he, like, only have a single king? No clues here. No clues here. No clues here. I am so happy that this came back from Rise from the Ashes. Alright, well, we're done here. I have gotten on it. Yes, sir. Oh, it automatically took me there thinking that...
Oh, it skipped the line. Well, time's a waste. Get to it, Justice.
Well, now here's the tutorial for something that I've
Yeah,
been
what
doing for a little while.
When examining evidence, be sure to view it from all sides and angles. Try using right analog stick. Slash arrow keys to turn it every which way. X and Y to zoom in and out. That should give you a better perspective of the case. Yay! Anyway.
Alright, let's do this. Done already, but just in case I have to do this at this specific point in time. Oh, there's unique dialogue.
Dialogue, it's just him explaining how to do, I think. Oh wait, did it pop up new dialogue?
Well, because now I asked you a question.
Oh, okay, so what's the dialogue?
I don't know,
oh,
I skipped over it because I was thinking that it would be exactly the same.
Okay. So if you examine the cards with the red back, it's the same line, then it's like, so it says the cards back to red, but for some reason I thought they were using blue cards in that final hand. You, Mr. Gavin? To which Kristoff just replies, huh? Oh, which was it now?
And then let's examine the blue card. What? Your Honor, look at this. One of the victim's cards, the back is a different color. How did you not notice that? Oh, right, I forgot. This is the universe where people are too stupid to flip over a sheet of paper, so he didn't flip over any of the cards.
That's impossible. But I put that card in Wright's hand.
Oh?
What was that, Miss? Really?
No, yes, I really said I have
Your Honor.
Mr. Gavin, yes.
Tell me, is the easiest way to cheat out poker?
To cheat?
I'll tell you. One merely needs a friend, a comrade, shall we say, the dealer.
Also, how the fuck would nobody notice that as they're dealing cards, one of them had a different color back?
Oh, even more ridiculous is the deck that was on the table was blue. So how does he have 4 red cards and 1 blue card?
Because he cheated. Most of his hand was not legitimate.
Yeah, so he probably knocked over the deck to the floor earlier. So it's a red deck on the floor. And he took the cards from there and he switched them out on his own.
But here's the stupid thing. When you're playing, you're holding the cards up to your head, to your like, the only time the cards are revealed and they're all on the table is when you put them there. So Phoenix should have seen that like 4 of those were red, not...
I mean, it can't, I mean, also technically it depends a little bit on the thing. So like, Texas Hold'em, generally I've seen people leave their cards facing down, but they'll peek at them so they know what they have.
Well, but the bottom line is, the only thing Phoenix should have been able to see, no matter what Shady Smith was doing, Phoenix should have been able to see the backs of the cards, because obviously the whole point of poker is you don't know what the other person has.
Not entirely. So imagine if he had that blue card, the back, and he just kept them in a single stack. All you're seeing is a single blue card. And then switch, or maybe he just switched them right at the end, right before they flip their cards over. Maybe. Hand. So there's plenty of ways you could have done it.
Wait, so you mean this witness, Ms. Orley?
He's the cheater. A professional, I'd wager.
Order! Order! Focus, Justice. Time to take advantage of her. He is just as bad as actual Phoenix.
Oh my god!
I mean, of her mistake. Your Honor, please recall the testimony we just heard.
That's impossible, but I put that card in Wright's hand.
Ergo, Ms. Olga Orley conspired to cheat not with my client, but with the victim, Mr. Shady Smith.
Oh.
Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim. What? Wait, you don't mean... The defense isn't accusing the witness, Ms. Olga Orley, are you? It's like this shit never happens in this courtroom.
Well, maybe it doesn't happen in Phoenix stops doing.
Probably
Then how did Christoph Gavin get so good at this?
He probably didn't have it.
Maybe he didn't have to actually find the murderer to prove his people still innocent.
That's bullshit! So he got to fucking play on easy mode. Then I should get to play on easy mode. I'm hitting minus for autoplay.
No, you're not.
No.
Time for justice. There were 3 people in the room at the time of the incident. If Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means I am. The defense accuses...
You're guilty, Apollo?
Yes. The defense accuses the witness, Ms. Olga Orley, of murder. Good enough. And she faints.
It didn't pee. That's what matters.
Yes. Mr. Payne, where is your witness, Ms. Olga Orley? It appears she has lost her consciousness, Your Honor. Why does this shit keep happening to me? Mr. Justice, Your Honor, it seems you presented a new possibility to the court. One suggesting a connection between the victim and the witness, Mr. Smith. And that means this court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at this time. What?
Are you struggling with pronunciation so bad that you can't say guilty or not guilty?
I did it. I held out. I see no point in prolonging... Wait, is the fucking tutorial multiple days?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I see no point in
But it's
prolonging the
long.
trial this day. Prosecution will need to make further inquiries.
Objection!
Oh, it's Phoenix that made the objection. Objection! But, Mr. Wright, you can't end the trial here, Your Honor. Not yet. What nonsense is the defendant spewing now? Think. One of the cards had a different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means? Objection! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objections right when you're about to get off the hook. Ridiculous. Mr. Payne, you of all people should know. Mr. Wright has talent for the ridiculous. Very true. Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game that fateful night. As was said before, we alternated between 2 decks of cards that night. That was said before. The 2 decks at the club have different color backs, blue and red. 1 color per deck. Why use different colored backs? If we use the same color, the 2 decks might get mixed. Use different colors and they still got mixed up. I don't fucking know how. We used the red deck for that last game. I swear you said blue earlier.
The picture literally has blue.
Keep going.
Yeah, the picture literally has blue. I see, but that's odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you were using the blue cards. Yeah, me too. I'm sure someone said something about blue cards. Whatever. In the end, 1 card of the wrong color got into the mix, which means it was cheating. Yes, a card slipped into the deck would seem to indicate cheating. Yet, this card raises 2 serious questions. Apollo? Yes? Let's consider the first question, shall we? Think, in the last game, when was the card swapped? Ah, my head is on fire. When? There are three broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder. Well, yeah. Thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course it was swapped. Oh? It might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or it might not be. I'd like to hear what Apollo thinks first. Head on fire. When do you think the cards were swapped? When was the card swapped into the deck? I'm still confused about why everyone seems to think... Oh, wait. Duh.
So I think Christoph mentioned blue cards earlier. But
it must have been... It must have been before the murder. If Phoenix is saying that they were using red, it's before the murder because we see it...
Oh, no. So think. So, if they were using red, then 4 of those cards are the right cards, so the blue card had to get swapped in there. We also have Olga thinking she gave that to Phoenix. So maybe she meant to give Phoenix the red one of that card. And so she thought she gave it to Phoenix, but he didn't actually take it. And instead, he picked up the blue one was picked up and shoved in his thing. To make it look like Phoenix was losing. Maybe Phoenix didn't actually lose that last round.
But we see the blue card on top of the deck in the photo.
Yeah. I know, it's just throwing me off, man. But Phoenix says it was the red deck.
Phoenix says it was the red deck that they were playing with.
And the victim had 4 red cards. So what if someone would just put a blue card on top of the deck, or the blue deck wasn't being used?
Well, one of the decks wasn't being used in that last hand.
Yeah. Could they have been throwing the cards on the floor as they finished using them?
No, because they just maybe if it was the last hand, they would have gotten rid of, or at least chucked the bad deck. But let's say they played 4 hands, right? They would have gone blue, red, blue, red. So they wouldn't have chucked the blue deck off the table, because they would have needed it for the...
Not on purpose.
Okay, yes, but...
It was a murder.
The murder happened after the last hand. Also, there are cards on the floor.
The last hand, and during the murder, the other deck could have been knocked on the floor.
Yes, that is a possibility. But again, what I'm getting very hung up on is this blue card that we see in the photo.
I'm sure we'll get an answer.
Well, I have to actually answer when the card was swapped into the deck. I'm thinking before the murder. No, wait a minute. Because the photo was taken after the murder.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
Clearly, if the players were playing with the red deck, and the blue card showed up as the top card, they both would have suspected cheating. So maybe that blue card was put in... I don't know.
Maybe during the murder, the hands got messed up and someone tried to fix it to make it look like Phoenix was losing.
Dawning, help.
It was after the murder.
I was trying to hint at it for you, dude.
How do you get that?
before the murder, they would have seen the blue cards,
Right.
and during
They're not gonna.
the murder, it's just not helpful.
Yeah, they're not gonna do it during the murder, so it has to be after the murder.
Perhaps it happened after the murder? Objection. What's that? Ridiculous. What's the point of cheating after the hands have been shown? That's silly.
Objection!
Objection, yes, but tell me. How do you swap cards during the game? I'll take silly over impossible. Objection. Take it from me, son. There's a lot of silly in this world, but very little impossible. Oh? Even when the backs of the cards are different. So it is getting to the point that I was making earlier, that he would have had no way to fucking hide that. I was right.
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations. Carry on.
Even when the backs of the cards are a different color. If you pulled that during the game, you'd be caught in no time. Ah. Quite true. That would mean that the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown, after the murder. Objection! Okay, this is going past silly and straight on into crazy. I ask again, what's the point of cheating after the game's over? Who would do that? Who indeed? That's one of the mysteries before us. There's another? Yes, a simple yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for the blue card? Who?
The game and murder is done. The victim is dead. Only two remain in the room. Alive, that is. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and our witness, Olga Orley.
Okay, so who was it that swapped the red card for the blue? Someone else! Phoenix has no reason to do that. There was no one else. Therefore, it's Olga Orley. Why, it must have been Olga Orley who swapped the cards. She was trying to cover up
But why?
evidence. Well, more to, she was trying to.
cheating.
Hmm?
You could let Apollo finish his sentence.
Yeah, she was trying to cover up evidence of the cheating. That does make some sense. Hold it. Sorry. There's a problem with that explanation. Huh? The swap card was from the wrong deck. Yes, a blue card stuck into a red hand. Mixing a card from the wrong deck when the backs are different colors? Remember that you're talking about Olga Orley. She was the dealer. You really think she would make such an No! What she was trying to do was make it look like you were losing to give you the motive for killing the guy. Actually, I have trouble imagining even a judge making that mistake. Give a little more thought, Apollo. Right. Again, Phoenix makes absolutely no sense. So someone else? The one who
Wasn't Phoenix.
No, the one who swapped the cards wasn't Mr. Wright, of course. And, well, it doesn't seem like it could have been Olga Orley either. What are you suggesting?
That's hardly a logical conclusion, I'll admit. As the defense, I think it only makes sense for you to name Miss Orley at this
I
point.
did.
We tried.
Yes, I know. but she was the one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe she would make the mistake of swapping the wrong color card. And if the card was swapped during the game, it'd be obvious. Something you'd like to share with the court, Mr. Wright? Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I was just thinking how much fun all this is. Objection. Fun. How about confusing? I have no idea what the defense is claiming, Your Honor. If the one who swapped the cards wasn't the defendant, and it wasn't Ms. Orley, then who was it? It was you! Yeah, well, that is the question, isn't it? Precisely. Huh? I believe we're about to see this case take a new direction. A new direction? We'll find out that indeed, after the murder, someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand. And that someone made two critical mistakes.
I'm sure you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card.
Because the one who did the swap didn't know two colors of cards were... Oh, it was Godo again.
Honestly, how would someone not notice that period?
Godo wouldn't have. He can't see red.
Well, that's a him problem. But seriously, how would someone not see a different color on the floor? Like, it's something, not all of them are face up.
Yeah, but, like, let's say the card they were looking for was face up. They'd have just slipped it into the hand. Anyway, because the one who did the swap didn't know two colors of cards were being used. The other mistake was the number on the card. Right. The person replaced the fifth ace with a king. I'm sure whoever swapped it wasn't expecting there to be a fifth ace after all. All they knew is that the game had been won with a full house. So they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in. Objection! But there's one problem. According to our case record, this person doesn't exist. True, not until now. But you have to admit the possibility of a fourth person. Though it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime. What?
I believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright. Didn't someone mention that there's a fourth person there way earlier?
No.
At the beginning?
It's always been assumed that there were only three. The trial has
Now,
proceeded...
someone might have tried to speculate that a fourth person into their existence before, but that likely didn't go anywhere at the time.
This trial has proceeded on one central assumption. Namely, that at the time of the incident, there were only three people in that room. I believe this new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption. The problem is that you chose to conceal this information from the court. ... I suppose that is a problem, yes. Court is adjourned for a brief recess. Mr. Gavin, I'll see you in my chambers during this recess. Are we, like,
Sure.
not even fucking
Your
halfway
Honor.
done?
About halfway done.
What the hell?
Okay. Also, I realized why I thought someone was there. So at the beginning, Christoph says, as it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder.
Yes. Which I said gave him an airtight alibi, but apparently it didn't. Anyway,
It
very
seems
well.
to have done very little on that front, in fact.
It did. Very well. The trial will resume in 20 minutes. So I'm not finishing this tonight, am I?
How long are you willing to stream for?
Yeah, it's kind of... We're like barely halfway through.
Yeah, no. I would like to go say hi to my wife. I have not seen her in a bit. So, at most, I'm going...
yes.
Yeah, at most, I'm going until my normal stream time.
There is
Understandable.
actually... It looks like there's a part 1 and a part 2.
Yes, so we're probably about to hit the part 2.
Yeah, we're almost there. It's like there's one
Is
more
the two-
section and
Oh
then
yeah,
part
there
2.
is a to be continued at this after this recess.
Yeah.
I don't understand why any tutorial cases have a to be continued.
This is
a
plot
case.
relevant.
Alpha
Yeah.
Weedle. Ridiculous.
Alright.
Although Alpha Bidoof existed. Anyway, April 20th, 11:52 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby, No 3s.
That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. To suddenly claim there was another person at the scene of the crime like that? I must ask, is this the truth?
Well now, I think you would know the answer to that.
Being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I've no time for mysteries. I'd only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome.
I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Kristoff.
Justice,
Yes, sir?
the judge has summoned me to his chambers. He'll carry on without me.
You did well, Apollo. Can I ask you something? Sure. That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright? Ah, you're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket. Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there. Dawning, who is this?
Child.
His daughter.
His daughter. He said that.
I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter. Oh, right. Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days. But one more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you? And was it on Iris? Am I not going to forgive you again? ... What do you think? Huh? You know what happened 7 years... Yes, I know what happened 7 years ago. Yes, I know what you did. You let Iris go to jail, you schmuck. What does this have to do with the price of tea in China?
Who brought up the price of tea in China?
It's an expression. Like,
Never
I don't...
heard it.
The thing that I'm questioning is, what does Phoenix Wright leaving Iris to go into jail have to do with what's going on in this case?
I don't know. Continue on. You'll see.
It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat. I never, honest, but... You were cheating on Iris, you bastard. It is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years. Not really, if he is a master of bluffing. Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. It is poker, yes. Poker. Eh? See, poker is all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case. Poker is like trial law? Figure out what your opponent is thinking, and you win. Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds. I think not. ... exclamation mark. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information. You're kidding! That witness, for instance, Ms. Orley. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her Is this going to become a thing that happens in future cases? Or is this just trying to make Phoenix look smart for once?
I think it's
This
just trying
is
to
a thing
make
that
Phoenix look
happens.
smart.
This is an actual function
No.
that this game has.
So you actually get to see where people are lying because they'll all have ticks that show it.
I mean, not all of them, but some of them.
As if the fucking Magatama wasn't bad enough. Interesting.
Hey, you have to actually find the tick, though, and some of them aren't so obvious.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention to that because I'd never had to pay attention to that in previous Ace Attorney games. Oh god, I'm starting from square one.
Yep.
All of my assumptions are out the window now. I know nothing again.
Yep.
Dawning, help.
Have you tried perceiving?
Have I tried what?
Have you tried perceiving?
I can do
They'll
this.
have you do it later. They'll have you do it later.
I see. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you know? No, because I didn't know I had to look for it. No. Come on, who'd notice that? Words, habits, twitches, it's all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the Mia? Did Mia teach him this?
No, Mia didn't do shit on this front. She just followed what actually happened.
Yeah, I was going to say, this was not part of his training under Mia.
Which means she must have learned it somewhere else.
Who would have taught him this?
I don't know. Wouldn't you like to find out?
The way you're saying this suggests something to me, and I don't like it.
What do you think I'm implying?
Lost as Edgeworth taught him this? No, we didn't see him do any of this shit before.
No, I was not implying Edgeworth was involved. Edgeworth is basically uninvolved with this entire game. Maybe he's mentioned once or twice, I don't remember. But he's not important to this
He's
particular
never
game.
important. But then who the hell is this someone?
Guess we'll find out.
That someone is someone.
Yeah, but who can teach
Someone
Phoenix?
named someone.
Oh, you know what? That might be it. Anyway, someone taught me, now I
What did she
pass the
say?
secret on to you. Said someone named someone.
That's possible.
It had to have been someone capable of teaching Phoenix something, and that's impressive in and of itself. Emma, maybe? Meh,
I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
probably.
Just
But
carry on.
I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll be able to pick up on these signals. No, you can do it. Huh? You just don't know it yet. What is he talking about? But you will, soon. Ah, almost forgot. One more thing. About this case. I'm actually guilty. You should know, I haven't told the truth to anyone yet. What? I knew it. I had my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there defending me. We still don't know why the fuck he chose to have Apollo instead of his buddy defend him.
I know why.
We also still don't
I know why.
We also still don't know why he isn't defending himself. Because he's done that before.
Well, obviously he's a creeper that wants to raise Apollo up.
Oh.
Have you noticed the way he's talking to Apollo? He's obviously training Apollo.
I mean, yes, but, he decided to quit being a defense attorney and become a pianist. Which,
Yeah,
again...
I totally in you for ages that Phoenix is not a noodleman, he is a piano player.
He should have
You
been a
didn't
noodleman.
believe me.
He should have been a noodleman.
You didn't believe me a single one of the times I told you that Phoenix is a piano player.
Because I couldn't possibly see a dunce like him being able to play an instrument. And you know what? I
can't.
was right.
Apparently he don't need talent.
No, not at instrument playing anyway. I'm so confused. But, like, at very
You'll find out
least, he could have
eventually.
defended himself.
You'll find out eventually.
We'll get there.
Apollo, I need you to be there defending me. I need your power? The fuck? My, power? I had no idea my cords of steel were that powerful. And that's 4.
You will be hearing about his cords of steel for the entire trilogy.
Good,
Oh,
that's
well.
why I have a counter for that. It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best. Oh, no, it doesn't. I think the real trial begins next week.
Very well.
I know it is a little early, but there's no way in hell that I'll make it through the rest of
there's
this
a
case
lot.
tonight. And like
Yeah,
I
there's
said,
a
I
lot
would like to
left.
go say hello to my wife, who has been home for
Go,
about an hour at this point, and I feel rude.
go say hello to your wife.
Well, I'll
That's a very
outro
important
first.
task.
Yes, I will outro first and be done streaming so that I don't pop upstairs and then pop back down here. So, we're back in the Ace Attorney universe. I instantly regret it because, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm back to square zero. If you only caught part of this epic disaster, like KR did, go watch the full thing over on my YouTube channel over there. I'll be starting 2 new playlists, one for just the first game in Apollo Justice, and then one for the entire trilogy. But either way, this video will be there. If you want to catch me live on my Twitch channel, you can catch me live there Monday evenings and Wednesday evenings starting at 8:30 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, which is 7:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Keep in mind, here in the U.S., we are changing our clocks this upcoming weekend. Well, okay, here in Illinois, we are changing our clocks this upcoming weekend, so my streams will be pushed, right? What is currently 7:30 is being pushed back to 6:30, so my streams, I think, will be an hour later for those of you not changing your clocks. Monday evenings for the foreseeable future will be Apollo Justice. Wednesday evenings, well, that poll that I put up earlier might have actually had a little bit of significance. Wednesday evenings, starting this upcoming Wednesday, will be Pokemon Blaze Black version. And I have to decide, because I think we have 2 Tepig votes and 2 Snivy votes. I have to decide on my own which one I want, but Oshawott is out.
And my vote count is
Unless
double.
unless Ellison gets a vote.
Well, okay, in which case everybody... But Ellison never showed up either in Twitch chat or here. KR did, even if he showed up after the poll. You hate temporal mechanics.
Well,
Yeah,
but
so
your
does...
Goblin and Gremlin both agree on Snivy, so.
So what? What could that possibly mean?
You
It means you should pick Snivy.
Does it now? Does it mean that?
Goblins know best.
You
Oh,
do.
really? And who would say such a thing?
Your channel point rewards.
Well, guess what? Yeah, you win. I just redeemed it, so I guess it'll be Snivy. Alright, so I'll be starting with Snivy. It does make sense. I used Tepig in my Pokemon Black playthrough on the Bulbagarden channel. But yes, this does mean that I will be starting to play some Pokemon fan games on this channel. I spoke about doing that for a little while, and, well, kind of got myself set up where I can do that. So, We'll start
And
Blaze
hope
Black.
PPCI doesn't find out.
You will. If they found out about streaming actual Pokemon games on actual hardware, they might still get pissed about that. You can't win with them. You can't.
Wait, what?
I'm pretty sure they know people stream the actual Pokemon games on
And they know
actual
that people,
hardware.
yeah, they know that people stream fan games also. But
Who, Nintendo?
strictly speaking, the Pokemon Company, strictly speaking, neither is technically legal.
I'm pretty sure actual hardware streaming is.
They could claim copyright on their material being broadcast by a channel that's not them. They just choose not
I think
to.
they care.
I think they might care if they thought it was feasible to keep up with.
You know, I think they just honestly don't care because it gives people a chance to see the games and
It does, yeah.
them.
It's
More people
if
in the
anything,
Pokemon.
it's better for business for them.
Yeah.
Regardless,
and it's not like it's not like Power World where they literally ripped off like dozens of Pokemon designs, like straight up plagiarized them, and are actually making people pay money for their stuff.
right? I don't make anybody pay money to watch my stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like it's anything where the streamers are getting streamers get money in one way, but it's like they're not ripping off Pokemon and charging for their games. Power World literally ripped off like Pokemon games. That's why they're suing like Pokemon, and it's also a game that's not really kid friendly, which is the complete opposite of Pokemon, which is supposed to be super kid friendly.
I mean, there are not so kid-friendly fan-made games, but we're not going there for now.
Again, they're not charging for those.
No, you say.
Yeah, there's a difference between a game that you're charging for and a game you're not charging for.
Correct. Anyway, bottom line though is I'll see y'all back here hopefully Wednesday evening for Pokemon Blaze Black. That also being said, if you want my legitimate Pokemon streams, go to the Bulba Garden channel over there, where I will be streaming Pokemon Crystal on Sunday version, more Beast Lad Supremacy.
Sunday version, my favorite Pokemon game.
Pokemon Crystal version on Sunday.
Wait,
you're the one who said Sunday version.
You're
not playing ZA?
No. I don't own that piece of shit, and I never will.
Ow! Why? What do you got against ZA?
It's Kalos.
It's not that bad.
It's Kalos. That's more than enough.
It's just Lumiose.
Yeah, that makes it even worse.
You're underestimating. You can't knock something until you try it.
I absolutely can.
We'll see.
No, this is one that I will not compromise on, ever.
He was prepared to compromise on it on my stream on Saturday. For the
Only
record,
for your mental health.
I had to talk you out of it.
Yes, if your mental health is in jeopardy, then I will compromise. That is it. But this is
That's the other thing. If he streams VA, I have to commit to caring less about details in my background or in my drawings in general, and I don't want to do that.
And yes, KR is absolutely correct. I can tell you bacon ain't worth shit, and I've never had bacon. And I never will. So yeah,
Bacon's different.
I am capable of making snap decisions about shit without ever having it.
So you'll play Fire Emblem then?
No. Blaze Black, yes.
What's your problem?
Fire Emblem.
What's your problem with Fire Emblem?
No interest and no time.
He just refuses to try stuff.
It's not that I refuse to try stuff, it's that I already
He
have
hates trying
content
new
lined
things.
up for my channel. When the hell am I supposed to game outside of my stream nights?
Elliot, I have been suggesting you stream Fire Emblem.
Yeah, but I have content lined up for this channel already.
You did not have content lined up at the time.
Meh.
They've been shoving it towards you for ages as a stream option.
How many cute redheads are there?
Multiple, I assume.
Oh yeah. So I mean, in Fire Emblem Awakening, there's one you can marry. Let's see, Shadows of Valencia. There's Celica. Off top of my head, redhead. I think there might be. There's Leone in Three Houses. Annette, actually.
There's only one redhead, and you can
No. You can marry a redhead in Awakening. In Three Houses, there's two.
At the same
I'm
time?
trying to think off the top of my. There might be no. Fates, I think, has a few. Has at least one or two itself. Redhead.
I think I'm looking at the list of awakening marriage
Technically,
options. And
Engage, I think, has a few you can marry. I would not suggest Anna in that one. Oh, yeah, Awakening has a few because it has.
I think we're going off
Okay,
the
it
cliff.
has, I would say, Sully, Muriel, Cordelia.
Yeah, Cordelia is amazing. Oh, Cordelia is actually great when she's not obsessing over Crom.
Bert, and Anna.
Yeah, Anna. I would never marry Anna in Engage because she looks like a child in that game for some.
Can I
dumb
interject
reason.
for a second here?
Oh, Olivia also has pink hair.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Good. I can. All right. We can talk about this another time. For right now, though, like I said, come back to this channel Wednesday night for Pokemon Blaze Black. Come back again next Monday night, because I'm going to be back on a semi-regular streaming schedule, at least for the next few weeks until my trip to Japan. And then hopefully after I get back from Japan, I will be back to streaming relatively regularly for, well, until the next time I've got shit to do. But you can also stop by Bulba Garden on Sunday for more Crystal version. I am getting relatively close to the end of that. I've got to get Ho Ho Ho, the Santa Legendary, and Luigi, the King of the Sea, who is not water type. Then I gotta go Mount Mortar. Then there's maybe one or two streams left of Crystal, and then after that things go absolutely bonkers with what I've got planned for Ultra Sun. Normally, you can also catch Dawning on the Bulba Garden channel Saturday evenings, but Little Goblin has performance Saturday night, so she won't be there this Saturday night, but she'll be back hopefully the following Saturday night. There are other fun streamers on the Bulba Garden channel. All of them are being boring and playing Z-A. So, good for them,
I
but...
think Mochi is still doing competitive in Scarlet Violet. I could be wrong, though.
That could be. Who knows? Regardless...
And I don't know if Abby's doing ZA either. I think it might just be Cass.
Well, good for him. I know Archaic did at least a little, but I think he just had the day of, or the day one stream. Whatever. Too many people streaming Z-A is boring. Go back to classics with Crystal. This is my opinion.
You're just a hater.
Yes, he is.
No, I'm just a smart one.
You're a hater.
A hater.
Anyway, as always, I am Maniacal Engineer, and I'm never going to give you up, never going to let you down. Thank you all for watching, and God bless this mess. Night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.